Den är på, varför är den på 1?
Kom i Robert, du är en fjäril. Socker-Robert.
Socker-Robert. You my butterfly, sugar Robert.
All right. Are you ready? Welcome to the Sketchbook Heroes podcast with me, Ilias.
And me, Robert. Malfunction.
And this is episode 78.
78.
And it's in collaboration with 21 Draw. So if you want to up your artistic superpowers, check them out at 21-draw.com.
Or check out their Instagram, 21draw. Draw. Yes.
Underdraw.
Something jaw.
Artists of the world unite. Step out of your comfort zone into the danger zone.
They loved 80s cartoons, even with beards and tattoos. You know they haven't changed at all. Feeling sketchbooks every night, getting better with each line. Sketchbook hero, imagination burning. Sketchbook hero, pick up the sketchbook hero. They don't seem to have any line. Sketchbook hero.
Right.
All right. Yes. So that was intro, sort of.
It was very good.
Very intro.
The best intro of all intros.
I love that we're like still setting up and just talking through everything now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So how are you feeling after the event? The
What?
event of the season.
what year is this?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Who am I?
Who am I? I still feel exhausted.
Same.
I don't know what happened to my neck and shoulders, but they are kind of fucked.
Yes, head and shoulders.
Yes, head and shoulders.
I don't know.
I don't know.
God damn it! What's happened to this thing?
That thing looks like I feel, or looks the way I feel. So Ilya's mic stand is,
I
it
don't-
looks like somebody
I don't know which one I need to fix to make it work.
that needs Viagra for sure.
Yeah, what the hell? What happened to this? Someone has
Too much
touched
pressure, Ilias. It's like
Just lift it up. You raise me up.
sometimes it happens.
To
Yeah,
all of us.
To all of us.
Yeah.
Stress. It's a son of a bitch.
Yeah, but for those of you that weren't at our event, it was the Sketchbook Heroes Artist Meetup
2.0.
2.0. Yeah.
Yes, and that was this past Friday. So the 24th? 4th. Yes.
Money Day,
Money
payday
Day.
in Sweden.
Pi Day. It was amazing.
It was awesome.
And for those of you that actually came, thank you so much.
And also
Jesus.
thank you everyone who signed up to that fucking list because we panicked
Yeah.
and there were so many people interested. I think the list scared some of you away and then disease like kept some others away as well, but
Yeah. No, I think it was a good move. If we didn't have the list, I don't know. I'm kind of split here because it would have been fun to see how many people would have actually shown up if we didn't have that
the list,
the super list. But also really nice that so many people still signed up for the event.
Yeah.
Even if we added the
a cap.
Yeah, exactly. And it was, I think, the perfect amount of people. Really,
It was, and I still didn't have time to talk to any of them.
same. I felt so bad when I went home.
And the reason for like the list, just to clarify, is that it's a fire hazard.
Yeah.
Like it's a safety thing. And also if the landlord finds out that we're holding, more than the allowed amount of people, we could get evicted. And not just us, but Underverket, like the guys that run this place also get evicted. So we didn't want to put them in a shitty
bad
spot.
Yeah. No, I think it makes sense. But it just makes the event even more exclusive now, in a way.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
It was really good, though. Like, what I enjoyed the first time, all of that happened again. Like, people were so kind to each other and
very open and just talkative. And like, it didn't feel like you had to be there to sort of pull people together and force them to do things. Or they just came and, did their own thing pretty much. And I don't know. Some people tried to talk to us. Some people just sat down and drew. Some people
didn't know who we are.
Yeah, some people just came along and had a good time, I hope. So far, I've only heard good things.
Oh, same.
I don't remember anything, so I hope it was all good.
As far as I know, like, the feedback from the last one and this one has been just like, I'm super appreciative of you guys doing this and the positive sort of energy that these events bring. And I don't know.
Yeah, it's always so fun to actually talk to you people face to face, and I don't know. It just fuels this podcast so much, because then you really get the sense of people really listening to the shit that we're spitting every week, which is still insane to me.
Yeah, it is insane.
Past it.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're still here. People are showing up.
Yeah, so people are listening, so that's always fun.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that we're not managing, like, in a good way is how to, like, talk to you guys sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, except, Instagram and that stuff, but problem for another day.
Exactly. Future problems.
Just keep spreading the word, though. We appreciate that.
Yes.
I still hear, like, oh, my friend told me about this podcast. Still, like, super appreciated that you guys are spreading the word.
Yeah, for sure. And if you haven't left a review on iTunes and all that good stuff, please do that as well, because anything helps.
And it's always fun.
Yeah,
like, the dumber you write, the better.
Exactly. Write something snappy and stupid.
I think someone wrote, like, these guys are stupid, something. I was just like, ha!
But
it is fun.
It is. And we are stupid. And with that said, thank you to our awesome... I'd say partners for this event, Nordic Exposure for sure. Thank you so much for coming and showing off your product and being a part of our awesome evening. I think a lot of people appreciated it because the beers were gone pretty fast.
Yeah, holy shit. I was like on my first one.
Yeah.
I was like, we just got like someone came in. I was like, here, have a... I was like, where the fuck?
Don't have a beer.
Don't have a beer.
Have a Nocco, which is also a little collaborative partner for this event.
And thank you to Max from Underverket for making that one happen.
Biggest thank you to Max, because he didn't just make that happen. He pretty much made everything happen that night. And thank you to everybody at Underverket.
Michaela that helped us organize all the other stuff as well.
So grateful. Just made it so much easier for us and professional too.
Yeah. And then also Sina Tornqvist
for sketching some badass stuff.
Oh man,
coming in, helping out, helping us pour up some chips.
She friggin' drew our logo on the glass with this white marker, and we're never gonna erase it
ever. We own the gym now.
This is friggin' epic. Yeah.
Yeah. So good and so quick, so flawless. Yeah.
I would not have done that.
Hell no.
I don't know. I would have just written it, just like boringly. It's just like
so cool.
Yeah.
Did we miss any sponsors that I didn't know about, or sponsors, collaborative partners?
Yes.
People.
We also want to like a big shout out first to our partner 21 Draw for all the book giveaways and all that stuff. So
and for being here.
Actually for being here as well. Yeah.
Which was really nice. Just so you could see that we have people here. We're not photoshopping those images that we send you.
No, but it was nice. And I've gotten feedback from them as well that they enjoyed the event. Although one of them could only be here a short while. He said, like, it was super fun to see all the people.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then the other guy that stayed behind, just like, thank you. It was epic.
Awesome. So. And I didn't realize he spoke Swedish. So
yeah,
I spoke
he did.
English
Yeah, but we usually speak English because when we all meet,
it's
we
easier.
Just do. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter.
No.
Also, I need to practice. Like
your English?
Yeah, no. But the thing is, like when you don't use it all the time, like because at King it was all the time. At this new gig, it's sometimes, like because most of us are Swedish, and I think we have Sam that was at the event as well.
Yeah,
he's the English guy there, Like,
it was good to meet him finally. It's funny because it feels like I know him, because he knows my other friends too.
Oh shit, yeah.
So like a lot of people have been talking sort of about him, and yeah. So it was just as soon as I saw him, I was like, "Hey Sam, how's it going?" And gave him a hug, and then realized it was the first time I met him. So thanks, Sam, for not making me feel awkward.
No, but it was fun. Like some people from work came again, and there was a ton of people that I just didn't know at all.
Yeah, same.
And before we move on, also a big shout out to Cold Brew. That are just like in the door, like next door to us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just said like next door for the Cold Brew coffee.
Cool. Yeah, I never got a chance to try it, or I still haven't tried it. I should, I guess.
It would have probably been better without the milk, because Max was like, "No, you gotta have milk," and blah blah blah. No, you should never have milk in anything.
Well, there you go.
Just coffee, black.
Screw the cows, I guess. No.
My brain ran with it.
Yeah.
I was like, don't say anything. There's nothing good that can come out of this cow.
Sorry, everybody. My spontaneous brain does this. All right. So, great event.
Oh, man.
A lot of good people. Good fun times. No sour puss faces. Even got people to go nuts on the windows and painting.
That was the best.
Like having Sina draw our logo, I think helped a bit too.
Yeah, I think so.
Encourage people to keep scribbling and doodling on the windows, and now it looks so cool. It's like you told me before, it's almost like this long comic book almost.
That's what it feels like, man.
It's just a continuous story throughout the whole thing, which is great. So yeah, I hope they'll keep it for a bit.
Oh, no, there is no intention of taking it down at all.
No. But I mean, maybe some people might, think it's annoying to see it all the time, or I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I get that, but they're wrong.
Yeah, I'm expecting it to be gone at some point.
Yeah.
If anything, for the next event, maybe just cleaned up so we can redo
or just keep adding to it. No.
Yeah, but so much fun. Loved to see the big, diverse group of people coming in. Everything from pretty much people that are just starting to draw to grown-ass lecturers who are about to retire or should be retired because you're two fucking old guys.
No, but it was really good.
Yes, so much fun, and everybody was so happy. I got so good feedback from, especially that the two older guys. What was
Leo and Andy.
Andy, good. They had a great time, and they were so stoked to be around just this fun group of people coming here to share their love for sketching and art and us, I guess, idiots.
Yeah, and I think like the one of the coolest thing about this event is that it is like the mix of professionals and amateurs, and you can sort of like bridge the gap there.
Yeah,
and just like ask all the questions you could never ask, like online. Usually you just like, oh, okay, I'll ask this and this. And you just like, you segment it all. But here you have the opportunity to just ask it all and then follow up, like with your questions.
Exactly.
Just get it all answered in one place.
Yeah.
Under like awesome circumstances.
Exactly. So, plus, and you have us to sort of bridge the gap if you needed to. Not that you did, which was so much fun to see again. Like, I don't know why, but I keep always worrying so much about this event. Like last time we did it as well. Like I felt pretty chill about it up until we were gonna do it, and then on the day.
No, as soon as we actually like the day before, I couldn't sleep for shit. Yeah. I went to bed at like 9:50 or 7:50. And then I was just lying there. I was writing with you and Max, and then you were like, "Is no one else like nervous?" I was like, no. And then I put my phone down, just to go to sleep, and then just like reality.
Yeah. No, for this event, I was more nervous going into it than the previous one. But
yeah, because expectations.
Exactly. Like, and I don't know why, but yeah, I just go that way. My brain wants me to be this super host that can just, make everybody very happy and have the best time ever. And, you want to be able to speak to every single person, but it's impossible.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I always feel nervous going into it, but it always works out. It's always so easy. So why the fuck do we stress so much?
I don't know. Like, we did a lot of prep work we did not need to do.
Exactly.
Like, when we were here, like, oh man, what if we don't fit? We should do this,
exactly.
this, all
like
for
super
nothing.
Scenarios.
So yeah, next time we're gonna do less. Like
time,
that
yeah.
stuff. Like it didn't really affect you guys, but it affected us.
Yeah, hopefully you didn't notice.
Yeah. But I think what the fuck was I gonna say regarding that as well? I think that if you think back to when we were doing this at coffee shops, it was basically just come to the event and buy your own shit. You know, like, and we had no, like, we didn't care. We were like, people came.
Yeah.
Surprise, 30 people came. You know, you sit down, you draw.
I was always a little bit nervous because
I wasn't.
You didn't know if you were going to fit and get a table and stuff like that.
We always spread out. I don't know.
But I'm always nervous.
Yeah.
That's my superpower.
I also really appreciated the people that came entirely alone.
Yes. It
There
felt
was
like
this
there
guy.
was a lot of people doing that. Yeah.
Like, there were 2 Adams at the event. There were 2 Andys, one my friend from before and that older gentleman.
Yep.
Awesome. But one of the Adams that wasn't an artist, like, or he wanted to, he just picked up drawing.
Yep.
But he's a developer. And he came alone. And I was like, oh, dude, how did you find this? And I think he said that he just, like, found the event or something. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, I want to go. Cool. And he wrote to me on Instagram and just like, I was like, dude, go in here. Just click, you know. And
he came all the way from Gothenburg.
Was that?
Yeah.
No, that's the other Adam. That's not the developer Adam.
I thought
That's artist Adam.
Oh, okay.
So 2 Adams.
Yeah.
One is a developer. One is an artist from Gothenburg.
Oh, okay.
That came to visit. Like, he took the opportunity to come
Visit
to
his
our
sister.
event, and visit his sister.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I met him the day after at my paid gig.
Yeah. Appreciate you both.
Yeah. I thought it was awesome.
I wonder if I actually got a chance to talk to developer Adam.
Developer Adam?
Probably.
Developer Adam, I think, sat with Sam and the rest in the conference room,
So no.
the long table.
That's
Like, he didn't stay there all night, but he was there at some point.
yeah.
Like,
No, whenever people sort of close themselves off in a room like that, I sort of don't feel like going in to bother them.
Yeah,
It feels
No,
like they
I
go
went
in
in
there
there,
too.
but I knew most of them in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So I bothered them. It was fun.
Yeah.
Not to bother them, but the event. Just talking to people.
But
I really enjoyed bothering those fuckers.
yes. Well, it is what we do.
Yeah.
We're bothering everybody right now. So, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Adam.
Adam, developer Adam. No, he just came by himself. He just
Awesome.
picked up drawing, basically.
That's
And
awesome.
it's awesome.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
More of that.
Yeah. And I think we had a guy named David as well, I think, that came last time. Also, last time he came all by himself. This time he brought a friend. And that's awesome, too.
So
Like,
great. Yeah.
Just, like, coming alone is a big thing. And I think we can talk about that a bit later as well. Just, like, doing
we
that
are
type of stuff. Yeah.
we are into it.
Yeah, we are into it, yeah. Because I think that, like, just going to these events is really important. Like,
Yeah, it is. Like, it's so important. Like, I can only speak from myself, but it's just the amount of energy you really get from socializing with people like this. Because this is, I mean, it's the perfect stew. You got everything you would ever need in terms of inspiration in a place like this. Because wherever you turn, you have somebody that covers one aspect of sort of the art realm at an event like this. For Christ's sake, we even had a legitimate sculptor here. That was his thing. Like, so everything from sculpting to 3D animation, all under the same roof and socializing like just a big group of friends.
yeah.
So much inspiration, so awesome. But even after that, I still have trouble creating things now. Like,
yeah.
my inspiration is at an all-time low.
But I think that's fine as well. Like, we've talked about that. Just accept when it is low, like, basically.
Yeah, but it's been so long
Yeah.
now. Like, seriously, right after Christmas, it just died. And
Just before Christmas, it died for me.
yeah, so it's like, I don't know. I don't feel like sitting down and painting or drawing or sculpting or doing anything at the moment.
Well, that's fine, man.
It sucks.
But I get you. I know it sucks.
I want
know
to
it
get
sucks.
back into it.
Yeah.
I want to be at the top of my game.
Why not start small? Comfort zone.
Yeah, I kind of did. But then as soon as I finish something small like that, I don't get the satisfaction of creating something.
Yeah.
It's too quick, sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did some creepy dude standing in a doorway.
Yeah.
But that was because I was watching like horror documentary stuff and like, I don't know. That stuff has always interested me and fueled my sort of creativity a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But again, as soon as I was finished with it, it was just like, bleh, fuck it. I don't want to. Play Hitman. There you go. Kill.
I haven't played video games. Like, I haven't drawn, but I haven't... Or I have drawn. Like, I've drawn a lot, and I'll talk about that a bit later, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when we're not talking about the event.
Yes. But yeah, so how are we doing this now? Because we're diving into talking about
Let's talk about, like, leading up to the event.
Yeah.
Like, something that I think a lot of people struggle with towards events or gatherings in general. Like, I'm not the kind of person that has social anxiety in any sort of, like, I don't know, like any sort of, like, it doesn't, like, my problems are fairly small.
It's not not an extreme version of social anxiety.
No, but I did, like, for this event, like, I was tired, and if you listen to the last episode, you could hear me sort of like feeling like that, like having like those strong like imposter syndrome feelings and feeling.
You did
low.
almost sound sick.
But I felt sick, like my whole body hurt as well because I was like sore from working out like a lot, and tired.
Yeah.
Well, that's like
surprise.
Yeah, if you've listened to any of the other 77 episodes,
Exactly.
you know how tired we usually are. Mondays is a terrible day to record on. But yeah, during like just before the event, I was feeling like, I just want to go home. I just started a new project at work, which requires a lot of focus, just trying to put all the pieces together. And then this event, like what else is left? Like this company hasn't replied, or like need to take care of these details. Like make sure that we have the stuff that we need. On the day.
Exactly.
And those things usually come like together at the end, but they cause stress until they do.
Yeah, because that's outside of our hands.
Yeah.
Like when you're depending. You're dependent on people delivering or supplying you with whatever you've agreed upon. You can never really trust anybody 100%. So,
but the thing is, you guys are awesome though, because we don't even have chairs for you, and you still make it work.
Yeah, and no complaints.
Yeah, no complaints whatsoever. Like, oh, my back hurts, or this.
Not to us, at least.
Not to us. Yeah, you might be complaining outside of the event,
and
but
that's fine.
Yeah, you're not. You're allowed to think we did something bad.
Yeah,
but I really appreciate that when you're at the event, you make the most of it rather than like, oh, there's nowhere to sit or the beer is warm. Just like you're awesome when you're here.
Yeah.
So that really sort of takes away from all that buildup that you have and expectations and shit.
Yeah, you can just
like, as soon as the event, you guys sort of like start coming in.
Just start relaxing.
Yeah, you start relaxing.
But still not relaxing.
No, because it is like I don't feel stressed when you guys are here.
No.
But when you leave,
it just
like the exhaustion sort of like there's a tension there, and not because of you, but it's because of all the buildup up to the event.
Exactly.
Like, hoping that you guys have an awesome time, and like that. I don't know. I really don't know what my mind is doing to me, but
I call it the host syndrome.
Yeah.
It's just being a host is like I take it as a big deal, and again, just putting too much pressure on yourself.
But we had awesome people to help us. Like Kina helped us out, Thomas helped us out.
Yeah.
So that just those two plus Michaela from here at the Underverket helped us out.
Great initiative, and just came in with this
fucking project coordinator, motherfuckers.
Exactly, just fucking did everything for us and made everything so professional and easy. Really?
Yeah.
So good.
I appreciated that.
Yes.
So that took away some of the anxiety as well. Like, okay, then I don't have to focus on that shit. Like, someone's doing that. And then I think taking the initiative to, like, fuck it. Because we rent our space here, and it's, like, you could, because Max told us, like, do whatever you want. Like, if there's something you can't do, I'll just tell you. Like, it's, and we did some stuff. And he was like, oh, guys, I'm sorry, but you can't do that. That was fine.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I'd rather just do and get told I can't rather than just wait around. So it was good. Like, all in all, we need to, like, sort of, like, just own it when we just, like.
And that's the thing. That's what I had when I came, and I wanted to sort of just take charge and do stuff. But everything I thought I wanted to do, I needed to sort of ask either you or Max or somebody if it was okay. It just
But you really didn't. Yeah, I know. But you didn't. And that's, like, maybe I wasn't clear. But Max has always said, like, guys, do whatever you want. Like, move everything you need to move just to make it work.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable doing that.
Yeah, I know. But I think to some extent you need to take charge, like, when it comes to that stuff, because otherwise we're just going to be extra stressed.
Yeah.
Or waiting for too long. But yeah, that was terrible though. Like, I usually have this towards all the events. You sit at home. You're comfortable. You get into your sort of, like, comfort zone. You move in your normal sort of, like, zombie-fied, like, areas. And then you have to, like, even going to the cinema.
Yeah.
Even that. Like, if I'm at home, I just don't want to. No. I'm just like,
I'm staying here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I force myself out. And I think it's really important if you are, like, an introvert and, like, more than most.
Yeah.
Because there's, like, degrees to how introverted you are. I'm very introverted, but I'm also very social, so I can be both.
Yeah. Yeah, we have that switch, I think.
And it's really important to just force yourself to go to some stuff. Because I promised myself last year that I would do more stuff, but that's not how my life played out last year. I missed basically every event that I was supposed to go to.
Way to stick to it.
So this year, I'm going to give it another go. So I'll try to go to all these events. But I think I'm going to, like, maybe today or tomorrow, just, like, one of these days, just write down what the fuck the events are.
Yeah.
Just that I want to go to. Yeah. And then force myself to go no matter how I feel.
Yeah.
Because, like, when I have to think about it, I don't want to do any of it.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm the same.
And it's always.
Yeah. I'm stuck in that loop now as well. I just told you when we were walking over here that I just can't get my ass out of the couch, but I don't feel like it. Like, unless I absolutely have to, then I'll probably just stay in the couch. Like, it's horrible. But it also feels so good.
Yeah, I get that.
So happy.
But it's like what we talked about, I think it was like a week ago or something, about when you have to sort of, like, call someone to fix something, no matter what it is.
God.
Like, you hold off that that phone call forever, and then when you finally fucking make it, it's like a 2-second thing, and you're like, why was I putting this, like,
off.
on the off, like, for this long?
Exactly. It
was so fucking and then you get it solved, and you're so relieved, and you're like, oh, finally I can have warm water or whatever the fuck it is, like, you just suffer for longer than you have to, like. And especially, I think phone calls have become this, like, terrifying thing nowadays.
Why is
but
it?
I think it's just because we can text anything now. Yeah. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, like,
so
what
spoiled.
surface. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to, like, actually imagine another person being there, being angry at you for asking them something.
And no one really cares,
but they're doing their job. They get paid to help you.
Yeah. And I think people that actually call, like, whether it's, like, freelance work or whatever, people
that more work.
I think so. I think that people are, like, because you're the first person, you get that social sort of, like, oh, this person is awesome.
It's like, this person called.
Yeah. No, but I think so. I don't think,
person.
But I think there's, like, a few people that make phone calls. I think Stefan, that usually comes to our events as well. Like, Stefan, I don't remember last names. But something on L. But he's awesome. Older gentleman. He calls. He fucking calls everyone. I think that's you get an edge calling people. Yeah, you shouldn't be afraid. Like, what's going to happen? Are they going to remember? Pfft, please.
Maybe. maybe not.
Unless you have an awesome portfolio.
Yeah.
But I think following up with a phone call can really make a difference.
It can 100%, I would say. So, yeah.
It's like I called Max to get the studio because I saw the pictures that Sarah posted on LinkedIn, and I was like, "Where is that? Like, I want that." Because she was walking, like she filmed herself like having a little scooter like outside here, outside the podcast studio, just like riding around. I was like, "Where is that? I want that." Because she wrote like, "We have a podcast studio, and they had basically nothing. They had a room, but I was like, who do I need to call?
Who you gonna call?
Exactly, Max. Call Max, indeed. And I called Max, and me and Max went super, 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 super gay on the phone. Yeah, it was like we bonded so fast. Like the bromance just grew out of that. And then I met him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I needed to work," but then we sort of like got along so well that we started like recording on my because I came in to basically test record the podcast and stuff, and we just sat in here, like had a beer and just like played around with the equipment. I was like, God damn, the sound is so good, like just nerds. And then we talked about everything, from the creation of the earth to podcasting,
which is everything.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. Like that's why like make phone calls, like just like force yourself to do things you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Because I think was I talking to Maria about this as well, and we were talking about like just like who the fuck was I talking to? Because I was talking about doing things you don't want to do and not doing things you don't like. Because life throws a lot of stuff at you. And I think the more you can sort of take away of the things you don't want to do that you don't really have to do. Like we put a lot of, I must do this. I must do that.
Elon must.
That's a terrible joke. But I think, and then we have, like what's expected of us that we've talked about like a bazillion times before. But I think the more you can minimize in your life that, like, fuck expectations, just like if they're not your own, fuck them.
Yeah.
Like you could meet people halfway in some things, but I think if your life only consists of things you don't want to do 100% of the time, then it's gonna suck so much dick.
Yeah,
and I think we've said this. It's gonna suck all the dick.
Oh, you definitely have.
Yeah,
at least once every episode. Like a huge.
Just so
bag
you know,
of dicks.
yeah. So
all the bags of dicks.
All the bags of dicks.
Yes, suck them all.
So try to make your life
less sucky,
yeah. Because I think the more I've sort of left, like, I don't know what to say, like, the more I've
cut out of
my life, the musts and do's. And now I basically, the only things I have to do right now, at least, is go to work, like, take care of my family. And those are the two things that I must do, that are, like, expected of me.
Well,
and I mean,
you are a provider. You're a father and a husband. Mm-hmm. Like you have certain responsibilities that you cannot not do.
Yeah, exactly. And then I have what I want to do is draw.
Yeah.
Go to the gym, record this podcast, and do cool freelance shit.
Yes. And already you have a lot of different meatballs thrown at you, and you're not going to be able to maybe juggle all of them. So,
that's the thing.
Yeah. So this is where it all sort of boils down to what you really need to do and what do you really want to do, and where is the sort of limit for you burning up.
Yeah, like, because the trap is right now I'm doing all of the fun stuff.
Exactly.
But for how long can I do all the fun stuff? Because this is how I burned out the first time. Yeah. That's why we had to stop the podcast for a while.
Yeah.
And I really don't want to get there again. Like, this job is a little more chill now. I get a bit more, like, it's not as big a company, so...
But it's still a full-time job.
But it is a full-time job, so that is still it's the same amount of hours that go into working at, like, for someone else.
Yeah.
So there are expectations, because they pay you and you have to do a job.
Yes, of course.
And
so already there you have sort of a problem.
Yeah. No, I do have a problem there.
Half the day is occupied with that must.
And it's more than half a day if you basically think of it.
And then you have the daddy issues.
Yep, I do that.
Everybody's got daddy
And
issues.
I think that's one thing. Like, unless you're a total asshole, that's the one responsibility you can't shirk. You know, like
No, exactly.
And I don't want to. So,
how much time is that sort of out of your day?
family time?
Yeah, like do you know?
As soon as I get home, it's just family time. Like until they sleep. So depending on when I get home, if I start early, I'll be home at like 3:30, and then until they go to bed, it's like another 4 hours, 4.5. But then again, if I'm gonna go up at 4 a.m., then I need to go to sleep with them, basically.
Yeah.
Or just like I stay up an extra hour, you know.
Exactly.
But I don't have a lot of me time then, like unless I choose not to sleep, which I do often.
Mm-hmm. But
And
that's
that
the
sucks.
compromise.
Yeah,
right?
but that's a terrible compromise.
It is, and this is what I mean. Like like I had this point when we started talking. No. So, but this is something I have been thinking about for a while.
Yeah.
It's just like how the fuck did we manage to do all the shit that we did before? Like, because it's
Like
almost
when before?
like
Like-
before we had the break.
Oh, before we had the break. Well, we didn't. Like, we just did it.
How the fuck did we? Because I can't imagine having more stuff to do now. Like I'd stress the fuck out. I would die probably or something horrible.
Yeah.
Because now, like, I don't have any daddy issues other than my own daddy issues. But
You're not creating daddy issues for others.
Exactly. Yes. So I mean, I have time to really relax and do me as much as I can. But it's still not enough in my head. When is it going to be enough? Like
I don't know, man.
where does it stop?
Yeah, we talked about this with my wife as well. Like, when the fuck? Like, for how long can I do all of this at the same time? Because it is fun right now, but I can see it not being as much fun in a year.
That's the thing.
And I really want to make, like, I really want to do my thing. Because when I do these, like, freelance gigs, they are awesome. And it's, like, I can invest a lot of time in just creating stuff, when I'm not being busy working for someone else.
Yeah.
And I think I could I could create some cool content, but I don't have time. Like, if I would squeeze that in as well, I'd be dead within a couple of months.
Exactly. So how do we do it?
I have no idea, man. But would you see yourself stop tattooing, like full time? Do you know what I mean? What would be your sort of what would you change to like earn more time to do your thing?
I think
What could you the way you're living now? What would be your change? What would you change?
gonna make a change. I would. I would probably open my own shop and
Have other people do the work.
exactly, because I mean that's
Yeah.
So that would allow me to really pick and choose whenever I worked, but still get an income from the percentage of my employees or whatever.
Yeah.
Or it's not even my employees, just people renting space in my shop. So that would probably be the next evolution of my career.
That's smart. Yeah.
But as far as I've come now, I don't really see that being something that I'm going to be doing soon.
Why? I'm just asking.
No, it's
curious.
just, because I'm still evolving as a tattoo artist a lot, and I'm trying to develop my style, and really I want to work more.
Okay, I get that.
But still not like overwork the way I did before I left for Australia.
That was insane, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like having more than 1, maybe 2 clients per day. So having like 3-4 clients per day is just not sustainable. Just having 1 client a day is so awesome. It just allows me so much more freedom and time to do, better designs, because I get more time to draw for each day. Because the way I work now, and it's a bad loop, but it still works. But I draw everything the night before the tattoo. So, for instance, today I had a little bit more time off. I sketched the general idea of the design, and then tonight I'm going to finish it for tomorrow. And then if I need to, I tweak it in the morning. But so I always work 1 day in advance or half a day in advance. But if I had 4 clients to draw for,
Fuck me.
you know, and I still stay up till like 2-3 o'clock in the morning now.
Mm-hmm. When do you go up in the morning? Like when do you wake up?
Between 9 and 10.
Oh, okay, that's sweet.
Because
least,
I try to sleep in more now.
Mm-hmm.
So I start work at 12. So
oh shit, that's awesome.
So I try to be in at around 11 in the shop so I can prepare. Also have time to have like a consult in the morning or something.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to come and talk. And it's just a nice and easy way to go. Plus, I still get enough money to sort of survive and live off of it. Mm-hmm. Actually, a little bit more than just survive now.
Yeah.
It feels like it's a perfect work balance, work-life balance. So yeah, imagining just even starting a new shop, the amount of work that would take, plus having to work full-time to support building the shop and everything before you can relax when it's like on its own legs, so to speak. Pff, dude.
But I'm thinking that a lot of tattoo studios, like, you know, fail.
Yes, that's what
so
I mean.
I'm thinking just getting a like already, you know, like good studio, like good, you know, like not maybe, you know, like mid-city, the best fucking thing, but that's ready that you don't have to fix.
Oh yeah, it's like a working shop already that I just
exactly
sort
that
of
you
take
just
over.
take over, or just like buy it from them.
Yeah, obviously that would be very convenient and nice. But then again, it's almost like, you know, you want it to be your baby. So
oh yeah, I get that.
in my head, it'd be nice to, you know, go scouting for locations.
I get that.
That whole process. But then again, that will take all that extra time and all that.
Extra time and a lot of money.
A lot of money.
I just built my fucking gym, and that fucking little thing cost a fortune.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Yeah. So I would just take something, earn a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then start, you know, like, okay, we'll fix this side. We'll fix that thing. We'll add this thing.
So the baby step.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think
just
that's
improve.
the way. Yeah, exactly. On what's there. You know, like, paint what you can, you know, like the cheap stuff that isn't even cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want color that lasts.
That's it.
Just, like, build up. Yeah. Just like, because I think that'll be satisfactory as well. Like, okay, this is my salary. This goes to the studio, you know, just to fix and maintain. And
yeah, I think after a while, you will have a better balance on that too, like everything else. So it will work out, but I'm just not ready for that type of work.
I get that.
But so what about you? If I flip it to you, what would be your sort of ideal way to move forward now and sort of move into retirement, so to speak?
That's the thing. I don't have a lot of, like, I could never, like, have employees that would do anything that I could earn off. Like, you know, like, that I could run a shop in that sense.
Make an app.
Yeah. Make an app. Exactly like that.
You want to develop an app? No.
Oh, man. Making apps nowadays is not the same thing that it was, like, 10 years ago. But I don't know. Like, the thing is, the freelance stuff is still like my best paid stuff that I do, and just making that if that was more recurring, that I could do it more often. I do have some nice clients though. Like, I've worked with a lot of cool shit now through Wacom, especially. That has become, like, I think my biggest client these past 2 years.
That's awesome.
So they give me most of the freelance stuff that I do, and before it was Microsoft. And, like, I think I just need to make more connections, and I think I need to just, you know, do what I say, tell you guys to do.
Yeah.
Just go to events, talk to people.
Be visible.
Make this face-to-face connection, because, like most people say, like, we have this ability to sort of, like, talk.
Yeah.
And people appreciate the way that we sort of, like, are as people. I don't know. They feel that they connect with us.
And our vocabularistics.
So I don't know. Like, I think what I'm gonna focus on, like, going ahead, is be some type of, I don't know, Swedish art hub. I don't know. Like, together, like, try to grow the podcast and try to do something with, like, the event that is basically the thing we're talking about.
Yeah.
And on this episode is that trying to make this into something that maybe people can come and learn stuff, like workshops. I don't know, like, invite artists in that we pay, and then, you know,
Yeah.
You guys pay for different courses that you can come and, like learn on site together with, Pen Store, Wacom.
But do you see it as a sort of a work hub as well? That you could sort of get and distribute work to different artists and stuff?
Most likely,
like
yes.
Job opportunities and whatever?
Sure, but that's not something I can get paid for.
No,
like,
but, I mean,
unless I was like manpower, like.
Exactly, but
I
mean,
don't want to do that.
It was just sort of
But
evolving the Sketchbook Heroes brand to, well, you said the hub, and that's where I sort of expanded the idea.
Yeah, but I think just like being able to offer artists sort of like be the bridge between all these things. Because not everyone knows everyone at these different companies. I get around more than most. So I'm just thinking.
The village bicycle.
Yeah. But I don't really know. Like, I think the freelance stuff, if I could get that rolling, plus maybe some side income, like, doing something. But I think just I'm going to collaborate with 21 Draw as much as I can and help them out as much as we can. And then see where the hell we can take the podcast as well. Yeah. Because the podcast is basically our baby.
Yeah,
it is our stupid baby.
Yes.
And every time we post like on LinkedIn, I'm always like a little ashamed. I was like, that's a good thing.
It's just another little part of you died again. Yeah. That's how it goes. But it's a beautiful thing too.
Oh, but it is a beautiful thing, yeah. And I'm surprised that people are saying that, oh, this episode helped me or this episode did that, Because basically we talked about Australia fires and basically we were just joking all the time, like.
And, oh man,
like
just felt so bad.
But we shouldn't feel bad because this podcast is exploring sort of like the darkest, or like the most random of thoughts.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's basically what we do because I usually call it like, sometimes when we talk about a subject, it's basically just anything that comes to mind. You fire, and then like, wow, that was racist. And we've said this so many times. Like, we don't really care if you're gay, if you're, like, whatever the fuck you are. We don't care. Like, if you're a cool person, we're always gonna love you.
Yeah.
And I think this podcast, we're going to talk about everything. If you're easily offended, this podcast is not for you.
No. Or it is.
Or maybe it is. Yeah. Maybe it'll make you more hard-skinned. No, I don't think so. But
definitely not.
Not. Yeah. But that's the thing. This podcast is basically me talking to a friend that I've known for over 30 years. And we're going to say some stupid shit.
Yeah, because that's how we survive. That's what we do.
Yeah, and not everything, like some things that we talk about, we've given a second thought, But then there's a lot of things that we just like, oh, have you thought about this? And like, no, I haven't, but here's my opinion on the subject.
Exactly.
And then a lot of bullshit is going to come out.
Yes.
Like what I said 5 episodes ago might not apply anymore because maybe I went through something, that was emotional or, like a situation where that opinion, like, oh, shit, okay.
Yeah. And then now you've evolved past it and you've grown. Or, I don't know.
So if you're listening to old episodes and you're like, I don't agree, neither do I probably. Like what I mean?
Yeah. That was a different world.
And sometimes it's even hard for me record. Like how many hours do you think we have recorded?
Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly that. That was all I wanted from you. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, I don't even know the context of the way I was thinking 10 episodes ago. You know, like something I listened, I was like, where did I get that from? Or like, why did I say that?
Yeah.
It could have been, like something that we had on the desk or something I saw on my phone. Maybe Robert did something that you guys don't, like, exactly. I don't know.
It's a bigger context always. And the most important thing with us is that we never take anything super seriously. No. And we always just fuck with ourselves as much as we can and mess with each other, is what I mean. Like, we're not,
and I think
super gay in any way.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
And my friend Faran always said, like, even at your most sort of, like, depressed.
You still eat ass.
Yes. Exactly that. That's exactly his words.
Sorry,
no, but he just said that you're still funny.
Yeah.
Like, you still make it funny. You complain, jokily.
Yeah, that's true.
No matter
actually.
how like tragic it is, how tired you are, how pissed off you are, you make it into sort of comedy. You know, like you make it a fun thing.
But we've always done that. I think.
Know, and I think it's a coping mecanism.
It is 100%.
But like even like we got some, like for example, one of our listeners during the event said like, oh, the episode that you guys talked about depression, for example. Like we're always open for feedback. He was like, I couldn't listen to it because you guys are clearly like not, you know, like you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of this podcast. We are not, and I think we were very clear about that.
Yeah, we almost never know what the fuck we're talking about.
And I think you should take like whatever applies to your situation, use it.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever else we say is basically like usually bullshit, you know, like, or sometimes, you know, like we talk a lot of shit, we throw a lot of ideas back and forth. It's like sort of like, you know, like this burning bag of shit that we throw back and forth.
Yep.
And you should like that. This podcast is basically that.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's the shit like between your ears.
A bag
while
of shit.
You draw.
Flaming bag of shit.
Flaming bag of shit.
Yeah.
And for us, it's basically like some type of therapy, I think, as well. You know, like we get to hang out, we talk all this shit
always
back and forth. We overshare a lot of things. And even our thoughts, you know, like those like quick thoughts that you shouldn't be saying out loud.
Yep.
And some people do that in public. We do it in here.
Exactly. Safe place.
Safe place, yeah.
Yes.
And then we
publish it
to the world.
Yeah, God. We are idiots.
Idiots. But that's what I said, like a flaming bag of shit.
Bag of shit. What's with you and bags of stuff?
I don't know. Bags of stuff is good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, this episode, we need a good episode name for this because it didn't at all go the way I planned it.
Yeah, so what exactly are we talking about right now?
We're talking about the event, sort of the future.
Event and also anxiety for events and then evolving into retirees.
Yeah. I don't think I'll ever retire in the sense that others are.
No.
I think I'm just going to do more of my shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
that's a great way to see it. Because that's what retirement should be.
I think so too. Like just focusing on the things.
Getting to
like
do
for
your
you.
hobby more and more full time.
Yeah. And that's what I'm aiming for.
That's the fucking dream, really.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Because my job, like even if I got older, wouldn't be, oh, it's so taxing.
No.
Like.
I mean, obviously, if you start getting like, you know, any disease or something that would hinder you from actually gripping a pen and creating stuff.
But now there's VR, bro.
There's that, but then there's also like sculpting, for example.
Yeah.
There's always some creative outlet, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Of course, you're going to get more and more limited if you do deteriorate in that way.
Yeah,
but, you know, there's no excuse. You could really look, you could Google this, and you'll find like monkeys drawing with their feet. Or even people
definitely.
with no arms drawing with their feet.
Yep.
Maybe a better analogy. Not even an analogy. I don't know.
But yeah, an example.
Yeah. It's horrible. Horrible pictures, but no excuses. These people are still creating and
And some of them are so fucking good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're better than me, but drawing with their feet.
With their feet, yeah. And
that says a lot about my art. No, but it's so impressive that, you know, the sort of fire or the
drive?
The drive, the drive to create is greater than the bodily limits.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They're like, fuck the norm and just, you know, if you don't have anything else, stick a pen up your ass and you can still create stuff.
Create something, yeah.
It's amazing. Again, just, you know, we talked about this last time, I think, but just being human and having the opportunity to evolve and be whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
The choice is yours. It's pretty fucking awesome. Always so deep and meaningful, these episodes.
Yeah, that's the Sketchbook Heroes trademark.
I give myself goosebumps every episode.
And then you listen to it afterwards and like, oh my God, no.
Yeah, that was
barf,
me throwing
barf.
up. Yeah. The cheesiness.
This episode is all over the place.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's the episode. Episode 78, all over the place. 2020.
I
like it.
All over the place, derailed. We had a plan, though.
Yeah, so what was the plan, Elias?
The plan was to talk about...
Oh, yeah, we were talking about the collective that inspires the individual.
Yeah, that was like an hour ago.
Yeah, but we did mention it.
Yeah, we did mention it.
and it was a good thing.
It is a good thing. Actually, that's what I like about events in general. Like, usually I just feel this sort of like the energy of the event itself, no matter what it is about.
And that you're a part of something bigger.
Yeah.
Which I think is the most beautiful thing about this event, really.
I think so, too.
Just experiencing the love as a collective for art in general.
Yeah, for the thing that we all do,
Exactly.
basically, no matter how we choose to do it.
And again, how different we all are, but art brings us together, I guess. Or maybe
and
two
I think
idiots
one
in
of my
podcast rooms.
favorite thing about like events like this is that just like seeing people's sketchbooks.
Yes. I only had a chance to look at 2 people's sketchbooks, unfortunately. But still blown away.
Did you see the guy, I don't remember his name, was it Mitch? He had these like super big drawings, you know, with the inking.
Ink one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw them like a little bit. I saw that you were looking at them.
Yeah, they were really good.
Was he the guy that drew all the superheroes on the windows?
Shit, I have no idea. Maybe.
Because they sort of look similar.
Yeah, I have no idea if he did that, but they were really, really good.
He was super nice.
Yeah.
He came up and talked a little bit. Him and his friend.
And his friend, yeah. And we've just like briefly talked on Instagram. I was like, dude, come. And it was awesome to see that they showed up because that's the thing with these events. Everyone knows who we are. Or not everyone. Some people had no idea when I came up and like, oh, hi, welcome to my event.
Yeah,
or our event. That's what I said.
I didn't even say that. I just came up and talked to people.
And they were like, who are you? Yeah. I was like, this is my event, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out. You don't know Sketchbook Heroes.
Give me back my beer.
Exactly. Just but that's fine as well because last time I think people were like, what's the Sketchbook Heroes?
Yeah.
And we were like, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so cool stuff.
Very cool.
Sort of ideas for the future for these events.
Yeah. Do we have any ideas? Should we just drop it and not talk about it? Or?
Yeah. The idea, I think we've mentioned it before, is sort of like we do these for free, basically. We're paying these out of our own pockets.
Yeah.
You know, and then try to get sponsors for the stuff that we can't afford, like Wacom tablets. Because that's an important thing that I really want to sort of push when you come to these events. I just get Wacom here so that you guys that aren't drawing digitally can try them out for free.
Exactly.
You know, and try them extensively. Because when you go to like a store that has them, you just do a couple of squiggles on your own. And then like, this is not for me.
Exactly.
No. Here you can actually grab one and go sit on the couch
for an hour
and just explore the shit out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, you have all of these awesome people that can help you try different things.
Yeah, exactly. Or show you what the fuck you're supposed to do.
You have experts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So really take that opportunity to like try the latest stuff because he had the latest Mobile Studio Pro,
and the latest Cintiq,
the Cintiq monster, 32-inch fucking monster.
Fucking huge,
yeah,
like bigger than my TV.
It is insane.
It is insane, and it was so nice to draw on. I actually got a chance to draw on it a bit.
Yeah, I did as well.
So nice. Unfortunately, it was
there was a setting
Krita.
Yeah,
it was
I
a
know,
different drawing program.
Yeah, and also I think there was something with the pressure.
Yeah, it felt a little bit off.
Yeah, so I know what it was now because I had it on the device that I had as well that I borrowed. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
But more on that later. So basically the idea for these events is to do these free ones, but also do like a little bit more organized. Like try to get like a big name artist that might have like a bit more pull than we do, you know, and try to like have them on the podcast and then do like a little workshop with them, like whatever they want to teach or, you know, if we can do that. And then we'll have to take a fee for that one just to be able, because right now we could, at this event, we could only fit, you know, like around 100 people. And I don't know if we're allowed to have that many people really.
Yeah.
But it would be fun to get like a bigger venue and try to do like a workshop, just like Schoolism does, you know, or just having like some fun artsy events that we can like have a couple times a year at least.
Yeah.
You know, like 1-2 times a year with those like paid gigs or, you know, like more if we can and there's an interest for it.
Yeah. That would be super.
But it would
cool.
be super awesome. So that's basically the idea we have for the future of this type of thing.
Yeah.
Like the event.
And I mean, that's going to evolve. You know, the longer we do this, we're going to get more and more ideas and hopefully some more feedback from you guys if you're missing something or, I don't know, any good ideas, ideas, really.
And I think if you guys work at a company that would support something like this, you know, reach out.
Yeah.
Because I know that Pen Store has asked us like, oh, shit, we're really sorry. We just came back from vacay, you know. But what can we do? When do you have – they already asked, like, when are you having the next one so that we can make something together?
Awesome.
You know, so –
that's great.
And whatever creative company you work at, you know, no matter if you're doing just like, I don't know, like marketing or, you know, whatever, if the podcast, like the event type that we do works for you, reach out. Like, no matter what you work with. Like if you bake cookies or if you like – we're always interested in hearing or doing something around you, you know, like.
Yeah.
As long as it helps us out with the event, there might be a beneficial win there.
Yeah, for sure. And now if you've been here and seen the chaos that it is, then you know there are people here.
Yeah.
So it's a good place to be visible, just saying.
Yeah, and I think like when it comes to the art community, we really do have like the right people here. It's both, you know, like it's the people that use the tools basically. So it is awesome to have that, like, I don't know, the community.
Yeah. I would love to grow it even more and have I'm comparing it a little bit to like a Comic-Con in a way.
Yeah,
to have,
same.
Like maybe a game company, if you have a lot of people working for a game company, they want to exhibit something here as well. Like
that would be
they
super
could chip
cool.
in, but you know, you could try the latest whatever game or something like that. Just
that
a little,
would be cool. Yeah,
yeah. I would love that. Like the geeks that we are, man,
that could be super cool. Yeah,
so great.
That would actually be really cool.
And then have something connected to drawing and stuff with that as well. You know.
Yeah, that would be fucking awesome.
So,
just being able to do something like that.
Let's make it happen.
Because I was thinking with like the way that people painted on the glass on this event, I'm thinking like next time we're just gonna like if we put all the tables together and just have like paper on all of it, and then we just like get an assortment of pens or something, and we all just go bananas, you know, like and then we actually sit and draw. Because I think this event, because of the beer, made it less of like people were not everyone was drawing. Which you don't have to.
I mean, it was an after-work type thing.
Yeah, it was. So maybe you're tired and you don't want to draw. That's fine as well.
I didn't have time to draw shit.
Yeah, but we are the hosts. We are not supposed to draw.
We are the hosts.
But I'm thinking that if we do that next time where we all sit together and just, you know...
Sing Kumbaya.
Exactly. Or I'm thinking like something we did at King was super awesome was we had all these boards on the wall. And we...
My brain. Like masturbation circle or something.
That's what we did.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, this wouldn't be a Sketchbook Heroes episode without our brains taking it in the wrong direction or erection.
Cocks and cunts. Yep.
But fuck. Well, what we did was we had these like big panels up on the wall, and then like a group of people, everyone got one panel each. You could decide whoever you wanted to draw with. It didn't really matter. And you started a story. So panel number 1, it's like, I think we drew ducks on mine.
Of course.
I was drawing like the Zelda trees, you know, like I made the forest and stuff. And then there were like these ducks that were walking. And then the next panel is someone else taking it like further. And they came up to the skull and the ducks, blah, 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 blah. And it just became like this huge comic.
Awesome.
So we had these like fat markers, you know, and then we just fucking went bananas.
Oh, that's great.
And then you just kept going from board to board, helping people out, adding things. You know, like if they're making treats, I'll just add my stuff here. And the people that were like really keen on drawing characters that they had kept pushing the duck thing, you know.
Oh, that's sick.
And then the duck turned into something else, you know. It all went bananas. But it was still a comic at the end of it.
Fuck, that reminds me of this competition thing I did at a festival, the Peace and Love Festival, where... me and my friend Jonathan, or he actually pulled me into it. But so it was a battle with drawings, and you only drew with big markers. And almost like a breakdance battle or a rap battle. You're supposed to own the other
person,
team.
Yeah, with a funny drawing.
So it's 2 teams of 2 people drawing with just black ink on big plywood boards. And and then you have like an hour and a half to do this story that sort of says fuck you to the other team, but in the funniest possible way.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Like, we got owned hysterically, but it was still so much fun to see these, because the guys we were competing against were professionals in this field. This is a legit.
Shit.
It was
like a roast, basically. Like we're trying to roast, like a roast battle with drawing.
Exactly. Yeah. It was called Secret Wars.
Yeah, I've seen more of that
first, but now it's Secret Walls, because Wars was connected to Star Wars or something, I think.
What?
Some legal issue.
Okay.
So Secret Walls, and I'm not sure if it's even a thing still or not.
But I saw something last year. I don't know if it was that, but basically the same thing.
Yeah. But that'd be cool to implement at some point too, but more in a, like, not so much fuck you way, babe, but, you know.
Yeah, because that doesn't fit our brand.
No. But I don't know. Just another extra thing to do. Yeah, it'd be cool. Anything that we can do.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that would cause like a lot of anxiety to some people, you know, like at these events.
But just being at a stage and drawing is it's terrifying. Yeah. But it's also such a liberating and awesome feeling to do, just like any type of performance, really. If you've been on stage dancing or singing or whatever it is, same thing. But you gain so much from it, I think, like in terms of one, when you get into it, you stop giving a fuck. And 2, just owning your art in a different way. Plus, you draw in a different way, too, when you have that pressure. So it's just interesting to see the evolution of your thing.
But stuff like that would be super fun as well.
Yeah.
Doing crazy shit.
Nice.
So how did you feel the day after the event, though?
Oh, man. Tired.
But you had to work. Like, how many hours did you put in after?
So, well, first off, I had to go home and work after the event because I needed to
That's why you left a little earlier, late.
Yeah. So
late, but early.
I left at 11:30. So...
Early.
Yeah, early. And then I had to go home and finalize the design for the client. And then, just got up and worked. I think I was still hyping myself up, not really relaxing after the event.
Yeah.
I just kept sort of pushing. And then I had like a 4-hour tattoo to do. Thankfully, like, I've tattooed this client so many times, so I know his limits.
Yeah. That's awesome.
He always breaks really early. He's a big muscly guy, and I don't know why, but for some reason, big muscly guys really hurt a lot more than other people.
What?
Yeah, it's a common trend that I've noticed.
Losers.
I think it's because they build the muscle mass so much and are just more sensitive, maybe? I don't know. I can't explain it in any other way.
Just get tattooed in good places.
Yeah, I guess. But, so after those sort of 4 hours of tattooing and he left, everything was done, then I crashed. And, like, massive migraine. And, we had a really good friend, or Anna's best friend, over making us dinner and stuff. Like, they'd been planning this forever, but it just happened to coincide with the event, which was great. So just coming home and being served food by this random person and just being taken care of. And they wanted to have like a more girl night thing.
Oh, thank God.
So I took my iPad, went into the bedroom, read some comics, watched some stupid movies, and pretty much slept.
Dude, yes.
I think I went to bed maybe at 8:30 and sort of slept until 11 o'clock the next day.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's a lot of sleep.
I was dead. But, and I still feel, like, tired in my body in a way.
Same.
But I've been holding off on asking you this, but now it's time. What was the event like? Tell us about the event. What did you do?
we had Wacom on the event, so they gave me the latest Wacom Mobile Studio thingy-majiggy, and so I could use it. So when I woke up the next day, I felt like shit. Yay! And I think I slept about 4 hours maybe. And that was great. And then I went downstairs, said good morning, just like unpacked the computer. There were so many settings off. So the pressure was all fucked up. So I was like stressing.
Of course.
Trying to like be with my kids, but I couldn't. And then my son had like gymnastics class. So my wife took him there. And then me and my daughter sort of sat in the kitchen. She was drawing. I was drawing on the tablet, drawing within bunny ears because I was trying to just get the settings for the event.
God.
Yep. And then I just like finally managed, after 1.5 hours just to get it working. So that took all the stress down at least, took a shower, did the normal stuff. They went outside and played. Like, the weather has been so weird, so they were out with their bikes, not a problem.
It's like spring. And then it's like almost snowing today. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. It's so weird. Yeah. So it's basically winter here, but no winter is here.
No winter.
So I basically just went to the event. It was just like an hour's work. They said, like, if you can, like, please stay an hour afterwards just to, like, if someone wants to talk.
So what is the event?
The event is basically eNet is the store. They sell, like, computer stuff and headphones and other computer-related things. And they are, like, opening, like, it's a grand opening of their new store. And I'm supposed to draw on a super big screen. Like, I'm going to draw on the iPad, but it's going to be visible on, like, a...
So it's, like, behind you and a...
it's beside me, basically, on my right. So I just look into my...
You just draw your shit and do your shit.
Yeah, and then people that are, like, coming into the store, they'll just see me drawing. So some people were, like, standing through the whole thing.
Okay.
And some people were basically just, like, coming in to buy shit and then watch for a while they waited, and then they left. So what I did, like they said, like, draw something that you think will work for this crowd. And I was going to talk a lot more, but then I just saw that people were like coming and going. No, but they were coming and going, basically. So I did, like, in the beginning, I just started sketching. I just said, like, okay, well, I'll start with the base sketch, just to get, like, a feel for what we're doing. And then I was quiet, started drawing.
Did you have a microphone and stuff?
Yeah. I had a microphone super loud.
Oh.
So every time I talked, I was like, God speaks here. And the screen was like, it was huge, dude. It was like basically like not like this whole wall that we have in the studio here, but it was like 3 meters times I don't know what. Like it was big.
Did you speak English or Swedish?
Swedish, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was super weird.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
I've wanted to do a podcast episode speaking Swedish just to see what that feels like.
No, that's going to be so weird.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how we change and what we talk about or how we talk.
Yeah, that would be so weird.
Without the lag of translating in your head.
Yeah. I think that would be better.
Yeah, it'd be.
But I think also that would be weirder.
Yes, of course.
I think a lot of the jokes would disappear, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because we'd still do the jokes in English.
Jokes, yeah, I think so.
Because that's how we talk normally.
Yeah, like, it's weird.
All the quotes and
yeah. Because we have a lot of pop culture in us. Like even if we're not referencing a movie, it sounds like we're referencing a movie.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes we're just saying things. Because of the way that we grew up, it's sort of ingrained in our DNA.
It just sounds like it would come from like Die Hard or
no, but whatever. People are always like, "Oh, where's that from?" I'm like, "That
just made it up."
Made it up. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
but it was basically I just drew Link.
Yeah,
yeah, and it went well. Like I got most of it down in the hour that I had, and I just told them like, if you need something, there are like business cards if you want to like. Follow me or ask me questions. I'll be around for an hour. And some people did. The guy from Nintendo gave me these like wipes that you can wipe your computer screen with, like with Link on them.
Oh, cool.
So he had like the Zelda ones because he worked for Nintendo on that event. So he gave me a couple of those. We talked. We got into talking about voice acting and shit. Mm-hmm. But that was like the cool thing about those gigs is that they pay you really well. And it's just like an hour's work. and then just hanging out. You know, you're basically a rock star when you go to those things because they treat you, you know, like you're the one of the, you know, like main event people. So they treat you like nicely, and the people that work at that company are awesome as well. So they're always excited. Yeah, they even shouted me out like days ago, like, "Oh, remember this guy that did this character for us? Now he's coming to demo, you know, like something new."
That's great.
So they are always awesome. So it's basically just get in there, talk a little, draw, leave.
Nice. Do you have any sort of guidelines or maybe even rules set from like Wacom or anybody? Like,
No.
you have to mention this or
No,
you have to do
not at all.
nothing?
Usually I'm not there to sell the product. I'm just there to use the product.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean, sometimes you might get some specs that they want you to mention. Or
No, they would just
I don't
like,
know.
if you could just look into this, if someone asks you,
Okay.
maybe you know some of it. But usually they ask, you know, the basic stuff. Some guy asked me about the Wacom One, for example.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, it's their latest product. It's sort of like a lightweight Wacom
Mm-hmm.
Cintiq. But I'd still just recommend everyone to get like the normal ones. Like if you're going to get a Cintiq, get a proper one. Like I wouldn't go for those like super entry level ones.
No.
But it all comes down to your wallet, I guess, and what you need. But
Yeah, of course. I mean, they still work and it's a beautiful
They do.
product
Yeah.
anyways. Like, yeah, I've just recently gone the iPad path.
Mhm.
But before that, I was all in Wacom.
Yeah,
Like, to me, there was no other brand. You know.
But I don't think like the way that you work now, you don't need them.
No, definitely not. Definitely
And
not.
I need them
Yeah.
more and more now with the work that I do, because I use like more of the Adobe suite now than I ever did before. So now I use, you know, After Effects, Adobe Premiere, Audition, all those things. Can't do that on the iPad.
No.
So I need to be able to have, you know, like a computer
Yeah.
or like any type of computer, and then preferably some type of Wacom extension for it.
Nice.
So, but these events are super awesome. Like, dude, you can talk about anything basically. Sometimes they want me to talk about my career. I'll do that. On this one, I didn't have anything clear. I was just like, I'm going to talk about the process. And then once I started getting into like a bit more of because sketching is just sketching, you know. I told them like, oh, I do this and I think about this stuff. And then once I have this, I'll just dim the layer and then trace my own work basically. And I even went to the site, like they're on Facebook that they have, because they posted a picture of me there. And I was like, oh, this guy basically just traces like on my own picture as a joke. But it's so free. Like just plan, because this is the thing. I felt anxiety for this gig as well. And I've done this a couple of times. But what I did was like I tried to find a topic or like an idea that I want to draw on site. And then the days to come, I just like draw it several times. Trying to, because I've been working a lot on my process, how I work with these like drawings. And I've been just doing that over and over and over. I think I've drawn like 10 links, like from like rough to finished, you know, like basically finished. And then I just start over and then try to recreate my process.
But just make it
just the
faster,
same thing. Yeah,
more-
faster.
more
So,
efficient.
yeah, so I've drawn like several of these.
Cool.
And just to like get comfortable. Because once you're there, you don't want to, because when you're nervous, it's like trying to learn a text. If you don't practice it enough, once you're on stage, you're going to lose it.
Yeah.
But if you've done it so many times that it's just muscle memory,
Yeah.
basically. So you don't have to think about it. It'll just be there.
Yeah.
So just prep properly. And if you are like slow, prepare a sketch. Bring that with you. Like throw in a USB. Like, oh, I made the sketch. I'm just going to color it for you. Like basically do that
Yeah.
instead.
Do half the work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's worse getting there and just like sketching and erasing for an hour. That is terrible.
Yeah.
And they might not want to hire you.
Exactly. You need something to show.
Yeah. And right now I'm cleaning up the sketch that I did on the event, and I'm gonna add like just a little bit of ground around it as well, and just send them that because I did that last time.
Okay.
And they just kept shouting it out,
Perfect.
because they were really satisfied with the character that I made for there. Because I hated where I ended up on the demo, but that was more of like I would say like stand-up / drawing, and they were also participating, so it slowed down the drawing a bit, but they had a lot of fun. So that one got, I think, a better response in the sense that we had this back and forth discussion. But if you're doing these gigs, like prep a little. So you, depending on where the emphasis is, because I usually ask them, like, do you want me to talk, or do you want me to draw, or do you want me to do a bit of both? Because there is a difference in all these three. If I get to draw and be quiet, I'll draw more. Mm-hmm. If I have to talk at the same time, it'll, like let's say I'll get half done.
Exactly.
And if I just talk, we could do like a video in the back or something, like where I talk over my, like
a speed paint.
Basically a speed paint, and then I talk over about the process, So if you are uncomfortable with drawing or something like in public, but you still want to do these gigs, prep. Yeah. Fucking prep. Draw the same thing for a week, over and over and over and over and over.
Same with tattooing, actually. Like it's if you are feeling that insecure about a design, redraw it. Keep drawing it. Keep tracing it. Redo it. That way, it's gonna be just like Elias said, like entwined in your muscle memory. It'll just make you feel more secure when you do it.
Yeah.
And this is me pretty much telling myself I should do these things. But lazy Rob.
No, but I think the cool thing that what I did was I drew it from scratch every time.
Yeah.
Like I didn't just I'll just like erase the color or like close these layers and then just paint it again.
I did it
all over.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to be able to get the pose right every time, or just, just get the mouth, the eyes, all that stuff. Like I should be able to nail it every time.
Nail the mouth.
Work.
Every
nail
time.
The mouth. No, but just like prep. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say. I'll just leave it at that.
Good. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay.
But it was fun.
So I think from there we'll take a little break, go into our tool segment, and keep going with the wakey wake.
Wickety wake. Wickety wickety wake. Waka waka.
So moving on.
Wow.
Wow, motherfucker.
Motherfuckers. Maracas.
Galileo
Figaro.
Figaro.
Swedish joke.
And we're back.
No, we're back. Never mind.
Toolies. So,
yeah.
I'm just going to let you rabble on.
Yeah. The Cintiq Pro.
Cintiq.
No, Cintiq Mobile Studio Pro. Jesus. It's a lot of name.
Jesus.
Jesus. Why did you make this?
A lot of name. Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
But
I saw
very nice.
The Big Lebowski yesterday.
Oh, man.
So good.
It's always good.
Yeah.
It just ages well.
Mm-hmm.
But then I've met people that hate it.
Well, those people are no longer friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why they hate it. It's funny.
It is. It's such a calm and...
It is.
It's a chill movie.
Chill movie, yeah.
Definitely. It's a good stoner flick, too. Definitely. It makes you feel happy, cozy. But Wacom
Mobile Studio Pro. It's the latest one, their flagship that starts at, I think, like a lot of money. Like $3,500 maybe?
Yeah. Damn.
So it's not something everyone will buy.
It's insane.
But the cool thing about it, like, if you compare it to an iPad, which a lot of people do for some reason, that's dumb. Like, there is nothing as accessible as the iPad. Like, the iPad is, like, you just take it, you, like, swipe, and you're in.
Yeah.
If you even have to do that. And what the Mobile Studio Pro sort of offers is all the things you can't do on an iPad, like using all the Adobe shit or just like any other software, like a 3D software.
Yeah.
And this fucking beast seems pretty good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because this is my second time having it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm going to have it for a couple more days now. So maybe this week out, I'll drop it off next week. And, dude, seamless. I've been drawing at about 4,000 times, or 4,000 something pixels times 6,000. And it's performing, flawlessly. And I haven't had, the problems I had with the companion, that it would sometimes do weird shit.
Like what?
I don't know, like it would get stuck, the pen would stop working.
Oh, yeah.
I've had less of that.
Okay.
Or none of that, basically.
But I think that's the sort of stuff that comes with upgrades and updates and stuff like that, over a longer period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't have any issues with my companion in the beginning.
Okay,
apart from the fucking electrical socket.
Yeah, that one is better now.
Battery
Like
thing.
they have the charger, you mean?
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
The cord.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better now. Let's say USB-C on this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it has like 3 USB-C ports on the side.
Oh, nice.
And like I'm really enjoying it, actually. I managed to just do like a couple of settings, and I was able to draw like flawlessly. Like I didn't even need the keyboard most of the time.
All right.
Like unless I want to do, like transform stuff, and then I need a keyboard. But for just like Control Z, and painting, color picker and shit like that, I just use, the buttons on the side.
Oh, perfect.
And you sit like pretty relaxed as well. The only thing that I've noticed though is that drawing or painting in Photoshop like puts the fans into like they start working. Like I don't know why.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah.
So it sounds like a rocket ship.
It's not that bad, but when I was drawing at night, then it sounds very loudly,
Yeah.
I thought. Because I was like, what is that sound? And I had headphones on listening to, music. And I was like, oh, fuck, it's this thing. Because I was like, did I put on the washing machine?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it's the fucking tablet. So that's been something that they've had like always, like through all these like mobile studio companion.
It is a PC. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as I know, I've basically only used Photoshop in it. Because I've never enjoyed Illustrator. Like, I think Illustrator on this device would be nice because it has the buttons and stuff. But, like, for those applications, I need a keyboard, and I have one. Like, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
The stand is still, like, I don't like it. Like, it's slightly better, but still sucks.
So unstable, or what's wrong with the
Illustrator?
No, the stand.
Oh, the stand. I don't know. It's just like too much work.
Okay.
Like with the Surface Pro, for example, you just fold it up. But with this piece of shit, you have to like unlock it from the back, and then you'll have to take up this thing that you attach on the back. And with a little like sort of like if you just like adjust it like a little roughly, it'll detach.
Uh-huh.
And that always bothers me. And
Yeah.
it was the same thing with the old stand. Like the stand there's too much stand basically.
Yeah.
They could have solved it so easily. Like, just fucking copy the Surface Pro. I don't care. Just do something simple with it. Like, right now, it's work. And it's already, like a PC thing. So it's already less accessible in the way that you, like, to get started. Like,
Yeah.
it starts up pretty fast and all that. But it's still, like,
Not as fast.
not as fast.
Yeah.
And the way that we live today, that might be a turnoff,
Yeah. Like if that's going to take more time, I mean, starting up and software in general, having the extra effort on other stuff is just going to make it crash.
Exactly.
Or
Just like get annoyed.
Yeah. I mean, I would definitely. I got used to the first stand for the companion, which was, you lift it up, fold up the thing, and put the computer on. So, like, it's pretty easy, straightforward. But sometimes it's a wonky position and it's not ideal. And it did attach pretty easily as well.
Yeah.
So you need it to be at a real desk or something. Like, if you had it in your lap, it would probably detach, most likely.
Easily when you adjust or
Exactly.
do something. Yeah.
So,
And there's no difference in this one. It'll detach. And that's why I basically don't use it.
yeah.
I haven't even removed it. I just can't be
Oh,
bothered.
yeah.
Like I just left it there. At the event where the stand would have come in handy, I just feel that I can't be bothered with this. So I just put my sketchbook on underneath it
To lift
just
it
to
up.
get it the tilt, and then I was fine. It's not the ideal angle, but
Old
it's
school.
better than just being bothered with the stand.
Yeah.
But as a machine, it is a computer and it is a Cintiq, which is awesome. But then again, like, you know, how long does it last? I don't know. Like, I've never used one for an extended, an extended period of time. Fuck it. And I don't know how it'll hold up as a computer because it costs 35,000 crowns, which is basically that's $3,500 ish.
A lot of fucking money.
It's a lot of money. So I don't know how it's sort of like. The good thing about it, though, is that once it sort of stops being good, you can just like use it as a classic Cintiq on a computer that you have available. Yeah. Like if you need to upgrade the computer in 3 to 5 years. Say.
That's really good.
So there is an option where the old ones you couldn't do that. Like, you know, they were.
No, I can't do that with mine.
Yeah, because it's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
it's a terrible like. It's both bad for the environment and also just like if you're an artist and you're already struggling, it's not going to help having that piece of shit around. Like if you can't use it in any other way. Because computers generally get slower with time.
Yeah, they do.
And so I think this one, though, like you buy it, you use it for as long as it lasts, and then it's a Cintiq.
Yeah.
And I think the size is pretty good. I think I have the 16-inch something.
Is that like slightly bigger than A4 paper?
Yeah, I think so. I have no idea. Well, maybe it's that size.
It sounds...
it's fine. Yeah. Like I enjoy the smaller sizes. Like not too small, you know, like any like some iPad minis and stuff like that. That's too small, I think.
Yeah.
But the big iPads, like the 12-inch, 11-inch, those I like. Like that's my size there.
Yeah, same.
So this one is slightly bigger than those. So it is like just a good size.
Weight-wise?
Heavy.
Again?
Yeah, like it is heavy. No, but they're always going to be heavy.
But yeah.
Because the computer part, like the iPad is a lightweight. It's like it doesn't have the same punch.
No.
But it doesn't need to. Because, But I enjoy it. I don't know who would buy it, though. Like, I don't know if I would invest that type of money in it.
If you're a full-time freelancer, I think it's worth it.
Yeah, if you need to bring it with you.
Because it's pretty much a job, you know. If you do a job, you pretty much pay for it. If you're working, if you're taking a normal paycheck. I'd say. Because that's, you know, $3,000 is a normal price tag for any type of bigger, or not even a bigger job, a normal illustration job.
Yeah.
So I'd say it pays for itself.
Eventually, I think so. If you have like recurring freelance gigs or, you know.
So, I mean, you shouldn't be discouraged if you really want it and you see the price tag. Because, I mean, if you're used to working with that type of machine, you're not going to regret it because it's an upgraded, better version of the previous one, hopefully. Yeah. So what would you be regretting? Nothing. And it is a Wacom product, which in itself, it's like...
They are good. Like
it's always good.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing really on the market that has the same touch and feel as the proper Wacom pens.
Yeah. But I've seen that, the XP pen or something like that. Like
what's that?
It's a new product.
Just a pen?
No. It's like... pen tablet, maybe they're called, like XP's pen tablet or something.
Okay.
Are starting to gain a lot of popularity.
Okay.
Yeah. So I haven't checked any reviews or anything.
I haven't even heard of it.
Yeah, but it's a new competitor.
Cool.
And it feels like there's more of them coming up now. I don't know how they compare, though. Like, I haven't checked. But it is basically cheaper. It's that one, and it's Huawei as well. Not Huawei, but Huawei or something like that. That's another like Chinese brand that does them. I think both the new ones are like, they're all Asian basically. Wacom is Japanese, and then there's like these cheaper brands. One is Chinese, I think, and the other one, I don't know.
Probably Korean.
But maybe. But like one of them seems to be super popular. I've seen it in like in people's studios and stuff on Instagram.
All right.
So I think it's just cheaper and maybe adequate. I don't know. So that might be worth checking out.
If anybody out there has tried it, please write us and tell us what you think.
Yeah, and I'll check some reviews later.
Dope.
But yeah, I think it's just like basically what kind of money you pull in and how valuable, like, or how much you need a portable computer.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking into buying a new Mac Pro, which costs even more.
Yeah.
But as you know, not as portable.
No.
The performance is great, but is it worth the 5,000 grand that it costs?
Yeah.
That's like, I think you'll have to ask yourself, like, what is, like, because I don't really care that it's an Apple product. I'm not like wowed by Apple products anymore.
No, not at all.
Because they're overly expensive. But what I do love is the like Mac OS. Like, I prefer that over Windows.
Yeah, every day of the week.
Every day of the week, yeah, because I work faster in it for some reason. Like, it's more intuitive for me.
Yeah, me too.
It might be like less, like it's not as, like Mac OS is a bit more limited than PC computers, but I just don't enjoy anything about the PC interface.
No.
Whereas the Mac that I've been using for years, like basically through work, like I really enjoy the OS there. Like, it's all so quick and fast. I don't have to open, MP3s, PDFs, JPEGs, PNGs, whatever. You just you press spacebar and you get this like preview feature, and it just shows you everything. Like, oh, what's in this PSD? Boom, and then like, no, this is not the one I want. But you just close it again, and you go to the next one like seamlessly.
So easy.
So goddamn easy, and just that feature alone
saves you so much time.
Saves so much time. Yeah. I have like plugins for the PCs that I use. Because I'm fluent in both if you want, but I prefer Mac. Like, there's something about PC that it's just clunkier.
It's more work.
That's what it feels like. And just like the quick search commands, like you press like command spacebar and you get the search thing in the middle of the computer and you just write what you want. Like, sure, you can press the Windows button, but that Windows button also just pisses me off when I touch it, and that flicks up the whole menu.
Yeah, exactly.
So many times. But I don't know, like all in all, Mac OS, the experience is better. And then you can, like that's the only things that I look at. I think that PCs are more reasonable when it comes to pricing, but I don't enjoy the OS as much. That's just like, that's my only reason for going with a Mac. And then I hate Apple with all my heart when it comes to the pricing.
Yeah.
Because they're not using the latest components, like they're not using the best of the best.
No.
But what I think where they have an edge is that the software that they end up using is well tested. Whereas the PC market, there's so many fucking computers and they all have, their own specs. And when you shove the OS in there, it doesn't work with the specs like as well. They don't perform at their best. Where I think that Mac might, not have the best specs, but those specs have been tested to work within the computer, and they don't have a bazillion versions. Like there's not a manufacturer like creating different Mac computers. There's the one.
Exactly.
So
yeah,
I feel that it's more stable for me. Like, I want stability when it comes to computers.
Yeah, me too.
So I like the price tag hurts, but once I sort of like paid it, like with every Mac computer that I've had, no matter the cost, I've always been satisfied with the stability of it.
Yeah. But then, so do you want to get it just so you can work a little bit more from home with work?
Yeah, and I also I'm noticing with the Mac, I have a regular iMac at work, like a 32 gigabyte of RAM, like the 1 terabyte SSD thing.
Yeah.
And all that jazz. But when I work in After Effects and stuff like that, it's still like just slow.
Yeah.
Just too slow. Like while I'm rendering like smaller animations, still like just like the rendering process just takes forever. And I need it to be at least, I don't want to lower the quality too much because then I can't see what the fuck it's rendering.
No.
I need to, like, half the quality at least.
Yeah.
And I'm just seeing that the small animation just takes too long.
But in my opinion, it always takes long ass time to render out videos and special effects
but this
stuff.
is like small. Like we're talking like 6 seconds or like 3 seconds.
Oh damn!
In 1080. I was just like, ew. And I've seen some tests on the Mac Pro that I think is like just the base model that is $5,000. Jesus Christ! But what I do, that computer will pull off beautifully. And that's all I want.
Yeah.
And it'll last. If it lasts me 5 years, I think it'll last me more. Because last Mac I bought was in 2008. So it's been quite some time.
It's about time, I think.
Yeah, and I haven't had a Mac computer at home since then either.
All right.
Like I had it. I think that one that I had for a short while. Then I don't know. I don't remember shit anymore. But I used it for a couple of years. And then I started working, and then I got involved with Microsoft, and it sort of all worked out. And then the iPad, I think the iPad took over for me fairly early. So, I don't know. Like, time to buy a computer for the first time ever. Basically, that's what it feels like.
You're growing up, Elias.
Yes, I'm growing up. But yeah, I think just look what your needs are when it comes to all this stuff. Don't buy a Mac because it's a Mac and it's a status thing.
No.
Like if it doesn't meet your requirements, buy something else. Like with a PC, you could probably pay like half and still get something equally good.
Yeah. But you really need to know what you need.
I think that's the thing. Like you really, like when it comes to PC, you could buy all the good shit, put them together, and they perform shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I don't have the time.
I don't have that knowledge.
Or like I can't be bothered. Like there are so many things that I've learned like through the years. Like podcasting. What the fuck did we know about podcasting? Basically
nothing.
Zilch. Yeah. And we learned it because we needed to. And
you learned. I'm still just talking shit.
But what I'm saying is like sometimes you got to choose your battles.
Yeah.
And for me, there is a computer out there that costs more than I want to pay for anything, but it'll do the job that I want it to do.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to pay this out of my pocket. I'm going to pay it out of my company's pocket, you know, like, so I can buy this stuff because I'm going to basically use it for work, I think, most of the time. I don't think I'm ever going to sit there and just draw for myself. Then I'll just draw on my iPad.
Yeah.
Like, I think but for the rendering stuff that I can't do, and when I work from home, like my iPad just won't do if it's past, you know, like painting and sketching. So I really need something at home as well.
No, I think any working artist needs a good functioning stationary computer.
It is nice to have, depending on the work that you do, I think. Like, if you're not rendering at that size or, you know, doing things that are going to be in production, fuck it.
Yeah.
Whatever works. One thing I've noticed when it comes to, like, my Surface Pro, the Companion, Mobile Studio, and all those things. Like, when it comes to working in production, when you're supposed to edit stuff, and you want a bigger screen.
Yes.
And the 27-inch motherfucker is awesome. And now with the feature that I talked about last time, the sidecar thing where you can extend it to your iPad as well. Yes. Yes. All the time, yes. Because right now, like when I did stuff in After Effects in my Surface Pro, like it works, but there's like this screen real estate war that you're doing all the time. Like, do I want the timeline is too short, the screen is too small, you know, like the window that you're seeing whatever the fuck you're working on. It just becomes such a fucking hassle. So having like a big stationary computer really speeds up shit a lot. So that's, I think, why you should have a stationary. That's what you said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And that's it.
Fuck the tools now.
Fuck tools.
No more tools.
Fuck tools.
Give it to me, toolies. We move on.
Okay.
Energy levels.
Lows.
Mondays.
Just another tragic Monday. I wish it was Sunday. I don't remember the lyrics really. That's basically it. And that was probably
I don't think anybody wishes it was Sunday.
No, it's like rather just like early, like late Friday.
Or maybe just Tuesday. Mm-hmm. No?
No.
No.
No one. All right, and we're back. This is the retro.
Day than Monday.
What are we talking about? Retro. Did we decide on anything?
Did we decide?
We didn't decide shit, son. But I have seen a lot of things.
Yeah, I think I only wrote down maybe new gems online.
Ooh la
So
la.
whatever. Yeah, anything new that we've seen and maybe want to share.
Do you want to start? Should I start?
You can start if you had something.
I
It
do
sounded
have
like
something.
you had something.
Mm-hmm.
And and then we had the other thing to talk about also.
Yeah, let's do that.
The things.
At
Yes.
the end,
Whatever.
ish middle.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Take it away, Elias.
Okay, so an artist that I've been following for years on social media, Chris Copeland on Instagram. You can find him there.
Cool.
I think he not only art directed this movie, I think he might have produced it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, not produced. What's the other one?
Directed.
Directed, yeah. A little animation series called Kipo. Kipo. On Netflix. And it's out. I don't know how many episodes. I've seen like 6, 7 of them.
Okay. 20-minute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so fucking beautifully animated. Not this like cheap animation where they just like every time they're supposed to like run or, do a lot of like cool movements, they cheap out. No, this movie is basically like Tech on Concrete meets Chris Copeland. It's so fucking good. Like,
is it Kipo and the Age of Wonder Beasts?
yes, that's the one.
Woo. Sorry, I'm just looking at
No,
images.
but that's really good. And it's so beautiful. It's basically something happened to the world and everything on the surface of the earth mutated. And it's the silliest mutations ever.
Right.
And I love it. Like,
I remember it.
and
Yep.
there's like, just to like, I'm not going to spoil anything, but there is this frog. And when this frog sort of shoots out his tongue to grab things, and it's so fucking well done. And when one of the characters sort of like flips another one, like it's so well done, like all the movements and stuff is so badass. And this is basically why I followed like Chris Copeland all these years ago, was because like he was a storyboard artist. I don't remember if it was DreamWorks or whatever the fuck it was back then as well. But it was just like he had this like flow to his characters. They were very sort of like bare minimum, like thin outlines, just like a little bit of, like local colors, and that's it. But yeah, these like nice poses and stuff. And I don't remember if he worked on, what was that show back in the day, Boondocks?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he worked there as well. But I'm getting, like, he doesn't have that exact style, but
I like that style.
I like that style too. And that was the other animation guy that did the Cannon Busters thing. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Just like lost his name now.
I never knew the name.
But I did back that on Kickstarter ages ago.
Sweet.
And I think you did too.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And it's
Forget
just like,
stuff,
but
guy,
this show is like great. I watched it with my kids. Like the voice acting is awesome. And I don't know, like I don't want to tell you too much about it, but it is like well animated. The world is interesting. The mutations are stupidly fun. So you can watch it as a grown up, but you can also enjoy it with your kids,
Cool.
So yeah, I totally recommend Kipo and the something Wonder Beasts.
Yeah.
In the Age of Wonder Beasts.
Yeah.
Wonder Beasts.
Because I remember I saw the the preview video that you get when you hover over it. or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
So like I don't know, I was questioning it, but I'll give it a shot.
Yeah,
for sure.
no, but it is like super simplistic, the style that it's. But I kind of really enjoy it. Like I really, really enjoy that style.
Nice.
Because I think that gives them the ability to like animate the characters like even better.
Yeah.
Like if you make them too complex, that kind of makes the production bigger and
it's
harder.
Just, exactly. Like comparing it to something like Avatar or Korra.
I think they have that team as well on this.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
So that might be worth checking out. Kipo.
Kipo.
And the Age of Wonder Beasts.
That's cool.
But it has like these. Oh man, I really love the show. Like it's one of my favorites. Like currently.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't really locked into anything this week. The only thing I got into was The Boys. So yeah, I told Elias about the show. He went home. He watched the show. Told me about the show. I watched the show.
It was so fucking good.
Yeah,
like I binged it all. Like I went. I think the first night after, like that Monday when you said it.
Yeah,
I got like Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
like that same like as soon as we left the studio. And I watched the first 4 episodes, and then I think it was like 4 in the morning, and I went to work. Yeah.
No, that was a nice breath of fresh air in the whole superhero world that we live in right now, I think. And it kind of feels like that's what superheroes would be if they actually were right now. Mm-hmm. So it's a cool twist to it. If you haven't seen it, we'll let you watch it this week, and then we can talk a little bit more about it in the future episode.
One tip, though. Mm-hmm. There is a trailer for both season 1 and 2.
Avoid
not watch them. They are such fucking spoilers that they'll take away some of the surprise. So try to go into it blind.
Yeah.
The Boys on Amazon Prime.
It's amazing.
Get 30 days free and just fucking.
Well, I'm really enjoying Amazon, actually. I think it's a very cool streaming service, and it's got a lot of stuff that you wouldn't really find on Netflix or HBO, as far as I know. Also, Community.
Is it on there?
It's on there. And that's just one of those shows that you kind of forgot was really awesome until you start watching it again, especially the first couple of seasons. But it's just so much fun to see it. Perfect sort of companion if you're sick of listening to us. Just have it in the background. Mm-hmm. But also a lot of the really, really shitty good movies that are out there. Like a lot from Asylum.
Yeah, I can just imagine. Because I think if you're a U.S. resident, you can rent a lot of movies as well. You know, like Double Team was on there. Yeah. But we couldn't rent it.
Because it was...
Yeah, the rental part is just U.S., I guess.
Yeah.
So you need in-app purchases are just
VPN, I guess, maybe would solve that? Or
I don't know. I think you need like an account to be able to pay for that stuff, like a U.S. account. And I think it's a license thing as well. Like usually, of course. Like, you know, like how Swedish Netflix has nothing.
Yeah. Every other Netflix has everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, but it's another thing that I found out that I didn't notice before was if you're watching, or you can actually do it on your TV too, but they have an X-ray option. I don't know if you've seen that. And what that is that every time you're watching a movie or a TV show and there's an actor on screen or in this scene, it will say, if you like click the screen, it's going to show you all the actors in the corner of the screen.
Oh shit! Oh so, yeah. I've seen that. Yeah.
And I thought that was Amazon, that was a pretty cool
I like
little thing, because sometimes you're watching a movie and you're like, "What the fuck is that actor called?" And then you just click that thing and you'll see it instantaneously. Yeah. So that's a nice little extra feature that I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, I enjoy that feature as well. I was like, "Oh, that's," and they're like, "Oh shit, that's him." Yeah.
Yeah. And then they have a movie called Death Stalker, I think, which is the rapiest movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
What the fuck?
I think half of the movie was just rapes.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
I'm pretty sure it's called Death Stalker. It's like a Conan Barbarian type of movie. Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure Good Bad Flicks has done a video of this movie too. But it's so stupid. It's crazy stupid. But every time you see a woman...
Oh, there's like several movies called Death Stalker.
Yeah, and this is the first one.
They have this like awesome, like old school sort of fantasy, it's like Boris Vallejo type of style.
Exactly. So it's very Conan Barbarian style.
The first movie is like 1 hour and 16 minutes.
Yep. So it's
But
okay.
it's a live action?
Yes.
Okay.
So you follow Deathstalker, who is kind of Conan Barbarian, and I think he has a mission in there somewhere between all the rapes.
That is horrible.
It is so horrible.
And there's like so many movies, like Time Barbarians,
Mm-hmm.
Battle Beyond the Stars.
That's the thing, because you don't have to watch just that one. You get all the nice little related options,
Yeah,
and they're all so awesome.
Yeah. Warrioresses.
Exactly.
Big Bad Mama. Big Bad Mama 2.
So, like, I am really living the dream with Amazon right now. I'm having so much fun.
Dude, I'm so getting like, we're never going to watch normal movies again.
Nope.
Barbarian Queen.
But we could do like a thing.
Rono the Barbarian.
Yes, of course.
Rono.
Who would ever forget Rono? It's not Chrono.
No, dude, these are all shit.
Yes.
Holy crap, there are so many movies I've never heard of.
And that's
that
just the
looks-
fantasy one. And then if you go into the sci-fi one, and then you have the horror one.
Dude, I just searched for Deathstalker,
Yeah.
and I've gotten all these like terrible movies, like Phoenix, The Warrior,
Yeah,
like,
for example.
and they all have these like painted covers that are sort of like in
They
the
look
same
awesome,
style.
though.
Yeah,
They look so cool.
But yeah, too bad they all are so
Yeah. But-
sexist and stupid. But
But I'm having such a blast watching these old fucking movies. And they're almost all of them are like 70s or like late 70s, early 80s type
Mm-hmm.
movies. And there's just this certain quality to those movies that you can't replicate anymore.
no, you can't replicate.
It's got that
shit. Yeah.
dirty look, which just makes it cheesy in the best possible way.
Yeah, I get that.
It's very hard to explain for anybody that hasn't been through this journey with me. But, oh my God, I'm having so much fun. So I think that's my tip is if you're getting Amazon and you're watching The Boys, you might as well just enjoy the last couple of days of your free Amazon to watch really, really shitty fucking old school movies.
Mm-hmm.
The one I saw today was, what was it, Robo Vamps or Robo
Oh yeah,
Vamp?
dude, that one is beautiful.
Oh my God. I made it maybe halfway through the movie and then I had to stop.
But there is a pretty good, like, the Double Team review that we looked at, like the funny one. There's one for this movie as well
Yes.
that I watched, like, years ago, and it's equally funny today.
Yeah.
Just, like, watch that. That's, like, a great summary of that movie.
Yeah, pretty much. And I think if you started following the Good Bad Flicks one that we recommended last
Yeah.
week, he's done, well, for most of the movies on Amazon, he's done one of those videos. And some of them are really, really interesting. So I definitely, again, recommend his channel, Good Bad Flicks, and just his exploring series, which is great. Such a good time. It's one of those things that you just get lost in with YouTube and just keeps going. And then all of a sudden you've seen 20 of them and you're like, oh, yes, I lost my life. Fantastic.
But the last one that you recommended, the
Robo Vamps.
Robo Vamps. or
Robo
whatever.
Vamp, maybe?
Yeah, whatever it's called. It's basically like a ripoff of RoboCop. And then I think
Robo Vampire, even.
Robo Vampire, yeah. But that one is basically like they took like RoboCop-ish design and threw him into this like Chinese vampire thing.
I never even got as far as to see him as a RoboCop thing.
Oh,
because
really?
it was.
I think that's the movie. Like,
I have no idea what the movie is about.
yeah,
It's about, I think, drug dealers or drug smugglers that get help from Chinese vampires.
mm-hmm.
But
Cool.
and these Chinese vampires are the kind that, bounce like if
Yeah.
you're pretending to be a bunny rabbit for your kids, that's what they look like.
And when you stretch your arms. and
Yeah,
sort of
like a Frankenstein monster type pose.
Yeah, but then you skip.
Yeah, and then they have this sort of moldy look throughout their whole face. Like
Nice.
they've tried to eat a pie with no hands 5 years
man.
ago.
No hands.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, yeah, after watching Bouncing Vampires for about 30 minutes, I gave up.
Cool.
And then I went to the next one, which was this,
Deathstalker one. Or...
not the Deathstalker
okay.
one. It was a sort of Star Wars Han Solo type character thing. It was like a Space Raiders or something like that, which was even better. It's about a kid who ends up on a spaceship with these smugglers or bad guys, and then I stopped watching that one, and then went to Deathstalker. Yeah.
By the way, on the event yesterday, on Saturday, I was like,
your drawing event.
Yeah.
They're
This
both
guy
drawing.
from Nintendo recommended me to watch like Star Wars Holiday Special or something like that.
Oh, the one with Chewie.
With his
Boba Fett.
son and
The cartoon one.
No. It's a live action one.
Is it?
Yeah, where they all are fucking insane.
Yeah. Oh,
And
I've heard about it.
I haven't. That's the thing. I was like, how did this get past me? Because I know about the stupid shit.
Yeah.
Although I'm not the biggest fan. And I've missed this. Apparently, he's like, watch that. That is a trip.
Oh, okay.
It's like, so maybe we could watch that here at some point.
Yeah.
Because,
we obviously need to see it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he said that it was the trippiest shit ever. It's like everyone's fucking high on something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. So I can't remember if it's that one or the cartoon one, but one of them is like they're supposed to help Wookiees or like Chewie's uncle or something like that. And so crazy fuzzy Muppets and I guess stoned Star Wars characters. Is that? Yeah.
Dude, that sounds like a cartoon one, though?
Yeah, there is a cartoon one which introduces Boba Fett's the gun, the blaster that he has, the rifle.
This is the son, by the way.
There you go. Yeah, that's a cutie.
Mm-hmm.
So he just showed me
And
an
Mark
image.
Hamill.
There you go.
Like a fucking psycho killer.
Wow.
Yeah. And they all are like, just look like fucking maniacs.
Yeah. So Alias is just showing me derpy images from this.
It looks like shit.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So that could be... if my ass had like teeth, that's what it would look like. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was horrible.
Oh, my God.
Thank you, George Lucas.
Thank you.
Best thing you ever did.
Alias, for that beautiful image.
Beautiful image, yeah. You're all welcome.
Yeah.
All welcome.
God. Why we do this?
But yeah, fuck, Amazon has tons of shit.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I saw something else or did something else.
I know I've seen something. I just can't think of anything.
Oh, yeah. I started watching the Blade of the Immortal anime on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt like it was a remake of the first one that they tried to do, and it's a better version of it. But I've only seen the first episode, so I can't say too much.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, it looks a lot better. The action is a lot better, and it follows the magazines or the comics.
Yeah.
The manga, I guess. Is it a manga? Isn't he American? Or,
No? He's super Japanese.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
I was always confused. Because he's got like a little bit of a different style to his illustrations. Like it's
they're
a lot
like
more advanced than
I would
your
say,
typical manga.
Yeah. I think that his it's not American comic style, but
No.
his sort of anatomy feels more grown up rather than,
like real.
that weird, anime.
God, I was
stuff.
so inspired by those.
Dude, same. Especially the first two that were like in pencil as well.
Yeah. Oh,
And then he got
love
lazy
that.
because there was a lot of drawing to get through, so he just started inking, like an insane person.
yeah.
And it took away some of the charm.
Yeah, it did. Because I liked that when some of those sort of fights or whatever was like emphasized with ink.
Yeah. That made it way cooler because
Just
he
makes
was
stuff
alternating.
pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that mix as well. But I think it just, like, time-wise, it just didn't. Because how many? I think I have like 20 of them. And he's
I
done
only
like
have
double of
6,
that.
I think.
Yeah, and I think he's done double that because I was a big fan of those. Like, they were so cool.
They're
Like,
so expensive.
yeah.
Almost.
But they were also very rapey, now that I think back on them.
The first
Like-
episode is very rapey.
Oh, dude, that was horrible. Like, that one was, Like, I totally get what they were trying to tell, what story they're trying to tell, but it's fucking, oof.
Yeah.
And it's, like, recurring, like...
But that's the way it was back then, I guess.
Yeah.
People just did whatever the fuck they wanted. Yeah, the worth of a human being.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's sad. But
But, yeah.
looks good. And Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been trying to play Hitman a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's so difficult.
Like you're trying to be good at it as well?
Yeah, I'm trying to do the missions without killing anybody that I don't have to kill and all this stuff. It's so fucking difficult. And the cool thing is you can do the missions in so many different ways.
That's awesome.
And I love that, but it's just every level is almost like its own full game.
Yeah.
It just takes forever to go through, and if you want to do it like legitimately, you're looking at like 20 hours per.
But did you ever play the previous Hitman games, the new ones, but still, like for the PS4?
This is the first one for the PS4.
Is it?
Yeah. So this is
maybe the one I'm talking about is...
and then there's Hitman 2, and I have that one as well. But I want to go chronologically through.
Yeah, because the one I played maybe was on the PS3.
Blood Money? Is that the one? Or
I don't remember shit. Like what it was called. But
it's
you're basically at a...
It's for the PlayStation 3, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, maybe that was it.
And it was amazing.
You were at a train station, and there are so many people on that train station.
Yeah. You go over the bridge and...
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's Blood Money, I think.
Blood Money, okay. Mm-hmm. Because there were so many people on that train station.
Yeah.
Like you were walking past.
This is every level now.
And also Chinatown, where you're like...
Yeah, in the middle of that square, and it's just filled with people.
It's
like Chinese New Year, I think.
Exactly.
Something.
There's like something happening.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to kill that guy.
And
there are so many ways to kill him.
Exactly. But those levels are a little bit more condensed and easier to go through and find everything. Whereas now it's PlayStation 4, almost 5. Dude, the levels just go on and on and on, which is great. Like, I think I said that last time, but I just take time to... like stroll around and watch, like I went down to the beach and watched the boats and stuff. Just like this beautiful sunset.
Agent 47.
Like, what are you doing? Yeah. Have you killed the target yet? I'm like, no. Just enjoying this nice weather.
Just watching seagulls.
Yeah. Oh man. But it's so cool. But again, just so time consuming, and it sort of discourages you every time you get killed, because you get killed super easily. And as soon as you're like a little bit off in something, somebody's going to notice you and you have to restart everything again.
Oh, that is so tedious.
Yes.
But does it have like loading times?
Yeah.
I hate that.
It's at least a minute of waiting every time you load.
I hate that. The Witcher has that as well. Like if you die,
exactly.
It'll just fucking load forever.
Yes. And that is the biggest negative with this. But I'm just such a big Hitman fan. I've always loved that type of gameplay, and that it's so open to do whatever you want. So yesterday I, obviously threw like a little bit of a tantrum fit because I died. So the next time I respawned, I just went in, guns blazing, killed everything until I died.
I did that with the station one as well.
Yeah.
I was just like, what'll happen if I throw a bomb?
Exactly.
And then just like, but the thing is, when you play it like that, you discover like new areas and shit,
exactly.
and then you go back and do it properly.
That's the thing, and that's again the best part about this game is the replayability.
Yeah,
that you can always go back to each level and just try to make it better and better and easier.
But don't you remember, like when we played it as kids, we used to like finish the game, and then, however we did it, and then would go back to certain levels and try to like, they were super hard, so we couldn't finish them, with the highest ranking, and then we'd go back and just like over and over.
That's what I loved. I loved that we had that time to just sit there and do that shit. Oh, it's so good.
Because you were like, okay, I'm going to hide behind these barrels, and then you wait for the guard to come, and then you wait for the guard to walk away, and then like, okay, he comes back in this amount. Like he walked like back and forth a couple of times.
Exactly.
Until you figured out how to get past.
So sometimes you're sitting there for like 10, 15 minutes just waiting.
Yeah.
Which is insane. But yeah. So I have this level that I just got through, which was, I think you're in Sicily or something. But it's taken me probably 20 hours to figure out how to solve each part of the puzzle. You have three. You have 2 people to kill and 1 sort of virus to blow up or something. Yeah. But it just took me forever. Like first to get to the first guy, got that. And that took maybe 5 hours. And then to get to the second one, it just kept going and going and going. And now I finally got through the level, but really shitty. But that took me like a full game of playtime.
Yeah.
But that's how bad I am at playing games as well. Like, I'm not skilled in the gaming world. I love solving puzzles and doing that stuff. But
execution?
Yeah, I guess. But it's just so nice, I guess.
That's why I loved the Spider-Man game. Like the amount of sort of like real-time like problem solving you had to do in the fights just to get like the highest score. I remember just like, okay, I'm going to do it like this. As soon as I land, I'll get that guy, get that lid, throw that gun, blah, blah, blah. Just like...
Plan it out.
Yeah, you plan it out while you're doing things. Sweep kick that guy, get him stuck on the wall, get that guy's gun, throw it in his face, get the trash can, do this, dodge, like, oh, I love that.
So cool.
And the more enemies, the better. I'm just like, get him out. Really lovely. So they took what Batman tried to do that I didn't enjoy and made it epic with Spider-Man.
It's just perfect for Spider-Man, the character, to be bouncing all over the place.
Because it fits the fighting style, whereas Batman was like, Batman does not
he wouldn't do this.
Yeah, he wouldn't do that.
It would be like surgical, just go in and fucking dismantle everything.
Yeah, they should have gone with a harder style there, where he just like, like a bit more controlled in the way he fights. He wouldn't waste his movements like doing backflips, Like,
no, exactly. Like he would throw down like a smoke bomb thing,
and then
you'd go into that
them.
sort of slow-mo,
just
pick everybody out.
So much cooler, dude.
And just
Is
never
there a
be
game
noticed.
that just has that play style where you're a bit heavier in your fighting, but like, more meticulously sort of methodical in your fighting?
Probably.
I can't think of a game that I've played that has that. Because I really like the how you sort of sneak around, because that's basically Spider-Man as well, where you can just... But I don't know, like I didn't enjoy the fights like in that game. But Spider-Man just takes it to a whole other level.
I'm pretty sure you would love the Sekiro, the Shadows Die Twice game.
Yeah, but I don't have time to replay shit like that.
No, I know,
me,
but
dude.
That's it just feels like a game that's more for you, because it's The Witcher, but you're a ninja, so you do pretty much it's
basically Ninja Gaiden for some reason, I think.
Yeah, a little bit like that, but with sort of the Arkham games feel. So you're like up on a ledge, and then you have rope so you can swing through, and
you can do that stuff as well.
And attack from above and just never be noticed.
Yeah, because my problem with those games is I don't enjoy fighting monsters all that much.
No, and
like,
it's...
Does it have a good story? I have no idea.
Yeah, well, you want to know what happened.
Okay.
And you have this cool, massive, badass bad guy too that you obviously need to get better to defeat.
Yeah.
And it's a cool intro to the whole game as well. I'll play it more sometime. Lend it to you if you don't want to get it yourself.
Did you ever try Days Gone? Was that what it was called?
The zombie one?
Yeah, I bought that one.
The one with like the whole flock of zombies?
Yeah, exactly. You're the biker guy, basically.
I bought that for my dad this Christmas. So I'm going to try it at some point when I go.
Because I have it, but it's just not intriguing.
No? Too complicated?
I like the idea of it, but it's just the fucking sneaking around and shit. It's like, I don't enjoy sneaking around in an open world game. It's like Last of Us. I really enjoy it, but I hate the sneaking. Like, I don't want to sneak more than necessary, because it makes the gameplay too slow, sort of like that you can't enjoy. Like in Hitman, it's fun because there's a lot of like people moving and talking, and
you can blend in here.
You can blend in. You have a lot of. You don't have to actually hide in a fucking dumpster, know, or behind a fence. You can actually just walk. You
hide in plain sight. Yeah,
that's like the beauty of it. You don't get bored. But in this game, you just like have to hide, and do stuff like that. And I think, like, Last of Us had a bit more story. Yeah. So it wasn't all sneaky. But I did, like, there again, I don't enjoy the zombie characters when I have to sneak around them in, like, dark rooms and shit. It's not that it's scary. No. It's just that it's tedious. Yeah. And they just, like, like, it adds nothing to me. Like, I don't mind sneaking from the real enemies. That walk around and they talk about shit. That's interesting. They give you like something to do. It's like
a deeper universe, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But the zombies add nothing to it. It's just like there's a bunch of spore-infected motherfuckers here. and I have to like do this
Mushroom
tedious
face.
thing. Exactly, and it's so boring. And that sort of like it takes me out of the experience for some reason.
Yeah. No, I'm on the other end of that one because I enjoyed that thing that you allow for a game to really take time and not like just hurry through.
No, but I never hurry through. Like The Witcher, I've spent more time just finishing the base game than anyone alive, basically.
No, that's just, I don't know. It reminds me of the days when we played Resident Evil or Resident Evil 2 and, you know, really just slow and quiet and sneaking and like when you only have maybe 3 bullets in your gun and you have
That I enjoy.
8 zombies coming towards you. You know, it's like you need to be smart and you need to be stealthy to get past this. Like, I've always loved that. It's just that now my patience is not as good as it used to be.
I think the patience is basically the same, but the time that you have to spend on it.
Oh yeah,
Like, if I have
less.
the time, I wouldn't care. Like when I'm like on Christmas holidays, and I spend like 16 hours playing The Witcher, you know, within 24 hours. That's different. Like I don't mind it.
Yeah.
But it's just like when I only have like 3 hours to play something, I want to get somewhere. You know, like even I don't have to finish the game. I just need to get like
you need to
one
feel
story
like you're
or something.
progressing.
Yeah, exactly. So because I play The Witcher super slowly, I should have been done with all of it. But I'm probably on like 600 hours or something. And that's because I just enjoy like walking through the streets, going into houses that I'm not allowed to, steal bread from corpses, you know, like, fucking idiot. But it just has like so much. And this expansion part, it's magical. Like this Toussaint place that you go to in the expansion, it's like better than anything else in this game. That you've visited. Yeah.
Cool.
It's like this magical, like super lush green place with like, you know, like turquoise waters and shit, and everything can kill you super fast.
Of course.
But that's like the danger. I was like, oh my God, this place is beautiful. And then like, because when the first enemy, I was like, kill it. And then I just died in like 2 hits. But it's such a beautiful place, worth like discovering.
Cool.
And same thing with like when I played Uncharted 4. And you're like doing these like pirate puzzles because that's what it's like, basically old pirate stuff. And there's like this pirate that is unmentioned that has a monkey as his emblem and is Guybrush Threepwood. Like that's the best thing ever. That's what I do in games, you know, like I watch the paintings because there's always something, you know, like hidden somewhere.
Yeah, you find that Easter egg somewhere.
Yeah,
so cool.
So much fun.
Yeah. Fuck. Anything else we missed this week?
I started watching Sabrina again.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because I saw the first season when it happened. Then
you gave me you tipped me on that one, and now a client just reminded me of that one again. So I need to.
Yeah, I need to watch season 2.
I need to see season 1. I need to see it.
I haven't seen it yet because I saw season 1. Like I binged it when it came, and I was like, "Fuck, this was dark."
Yeah. That's what everybody says.
But it's like cutesy, but it's dark.
That's nice.
And then I remember watching the first season, and then like a week later, so like during Christmas, whenever the fuck it aired, the first season, they released a Christmas special as well.
Okay.
Like, it's okay. And then I watched, like now I'm on season 2, so I need to start watching that.
Okay. So Sabrina. I don't know. Kind of like it. Yeah. No, I'll definitely check it out.
Like from what it was to what it is now, it's way better.
Okay.
Because the other one was just silly bullshit.
Yeah.
But it was also like, I think it's the original is like an Archie Comics thing.
I don't know.
I think so. It's like a comic, like
I really don't know anything about the Sabrina. I know that the Bloodhound Gang tried to rhyme her with vagina.
No.
Sabrina.
Vagina.
The teenage witch Sabrina.
We talked about the Bloodhound Gang, like if they were popular today.
Oh my God.
That's exactly what we said as well. They were like, not fly.
Yeah.
So wrong.
Still enjoyed the songs though. Good nostalgia. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I don't know.
Good times, yeah.
Yeah. Are we wrapping this thing up?
Homework.
Are we doing? Oh, we're doing homework
for next week.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're doing that one. Yeah, we're doing that one. Yes. So bringing it back to Adam, then I guess.
Yeah.
So Gothenburg Adam, who came to visit us, actually visited his sister, but then visited us. He said, or he pleaded, that he wanted us to watch Blade. I don't know if he wanted us to watch the full trilogy. I'm assuming
I have no idea.
That's what he wanted, but maybe just talk about Blade. But I think for homework, just the first one, or maybe the last one. So either
I don't know. Like we could watch 1 and 2 at home, and then watch the third one here, maybe.
Yeah, we
just
could do
like
that.
Something like that.
Because it's very like progressively worse.
Yes, it is.
And I think the third one we're going to be laughing a lot at.
Is that with Ryan Reynolds? Or
Reynolds, I think Ron Perlman is in it too,
maybe. Yeah.
And Justin Timberlake's wife or ex-wife.
Oh, yeah, that girl. Oh, yeah, she's part of his team.
Jessica Biel?
Biel, yeah.
Biel.
Jessica Biel. Where did she disappear?
Exactly. I don't know. I think she was a bit of a diva. And
really?
Yeah. So,
never heard anything.
Like, she didn't get any jobs.
This is the stuff about famous people that I don't know. You know, like I never like care enough.
This is stuff that I see on YouTube. It just pollutes my brain, and I don't know why I remember it. But
that's fine.
Something like that. I think that's
okay. So Blade trilogy.
The Blade trilogy. Yeah, this is a lot.
That's
to take in.
Big homework.
Yeah. It is.
But yeah, the first one I think will suffice for most of you.
And if it doesn't, it's nostalgia. You know,
or just find a YouTube that summarizes them.
Yeah,
fuck it.
Good Bad Flicks has number 3. So
there you go. Because I love number 1. It set a lot of the sort of like upcoming, like it set up a lot of the
DC
style.
universe because it was dark.
No, but it was like Blade 1 had something. It was like the action I remember being pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Wesley Snipes did good.
He is a martial artist.
Yeah, so he did really good. The effects are horseshit.
Yes,
I think like they were never good to begin with, and they're way worse now.
Yeah,
with today's standards. And just be reminded that this movie came out in '98. Because I have this feeling that it came before The Matrix.
Yeah, I was sure it was after.
Yeah, and it was just the year before The Matrix hit.
Yeah, so 98, Blade, 99, The Matrix. So a lot of leather in those years.
Black leather.
So you have that one, the first one, and then the second one is Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, shit.
That's like his second Hollywood movie.
With Stephen Dorff. No, shit. The first one is Stephen Dorff in the first one. Why do we know that actor? He did nothing.
That was the only thing he did. Yeah. I loved him in that.
I love him in that one as well.
He was such a badass.
Yeah.
And then
I don't know if I'm going to agree with that.
This little midget dude. I don't know. But yeah, so the second one is Guillermo del Toro.
What?
So a lot of cool creature effects, I'm assuming, but probably a shit movie.
Yes.
And I'm assuming like total interference with the whole production company and all of this as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, always with big movies. And then super, super bad number 3 with apparently a lot of issues with Wesley Snipes just not giving a shit and being total diva ass. Everybody hated him on set, I think.
Oh, shit. Okay, we'll check some extra stuff as well.
So, again, I think Good Bad Flicks has Blade Trinity, as it's called.
Yeah.
So you could get some nice, good snippets from him. And, hopefully... Well, now you can all blame Adam because this is his idea.
Yeah, so fuck you, Adam.
This is fan service. Yeah. Just so you know. It's just for you guys.
No, but and then we have the remake. They're rebooting the whole franchise.
Exactly.
With
so that's why it's good.
Guy from Battle Angel Alita, the black guy.
Masala something? What's his name?
Chicken Masala.
That's what I said.
I have no idea. I think it's like Ollie something Masala or something. Maher Marshall Masala.
Mahershala Ali will be the next Blade.
He does look a little bit like Wesley Snipes did in Blade for the images that I saw him sort of like. I don't know if that was a Photoshop or something, But
I mean, just look at him in Battle Angel Alita.
Yeah.
He does, like, with the glasses. and
yeah,
stuff.
exactly. That's
He's
what
got
the
that
vibe. Yeah.
badass look.
But I don't know, man.
Have you seen Luke Cage, the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was Cottonmouth, like the only
Who the
good sort of gangster in that show, who gets taken out really early on in
Shit, I
episode
don't remember. Yeah, now
3.
that you mention it, I remember the Cottonmouth, but I can't place him in
I
it.
think he shoots a bazooka at Luke Cage at some point. I don't know. But so, like, he's played a bad guy and he looks good playing a bad guy. He's been in the Marvel universe already. He's been...
Can he fight?
Probably not.
That's my biggest, like, because Wesley Snipes
Can fight.
had his, like, style, and they made the movie around that, you know, like, the way he fights.
But, I mean, looking at all the stunt guys today working,
Yeah, I know.
I think they can probably work around it. Like, look at
Yeah.
Deadpool. That's awesome. Like...
That's like a full suit, though.
Yeah, I know, but
Well,
with the
Blade
computer
fights,
stuff,
yeah, and Blade fights in the dark, so
exactly.
it's pretty sweet.
He's got glasses on.
Yeah. They could pull it off, yeah.
I think so. I hope so,
I hope so, too.
because I would like to see what the new Marvel, how they would make Blade.
Fuck, I hope they, like, don't make the vampires too visible. Like, 'cause that's what ruins it, you
And
know?
that's-
Like, the
that-
effects
yeah.
don't hold up.
And that's why I warned you about the Morbius
Oh,
trailer.
shit, yeah.
Because they need to release that one to introduce vampires into the Marvel universe. This is just me speculating. So that's why that one's coming first. And I'm assuming there's going to be, like, you know, the end credit scene.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah,
going to introduce either Blade or something connected to Blade, which will, like, Blade will
But
come
will
in
that
to
be
try
part
and
of that
hunt.
universe?
Yeah. So it's a part of Phase 4 for the new Marvel.
What? They're gonna...
Yeah.
Oh.
So there's a lot of new things coming. And
I had no idea. I thought it was like a standalone thing.
Nope.
So they're going to be vampires in the Marvel universe from now on.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
I've never
And-
heard of this crossover.
And it's not a show, it's a series of movies.
Yeah, exactly. That's
So,
what I meant.
yeah.
Like a movie.
Yeah. No, I needed to double check if
Yeah.
it was
No.
a new Blade show, because there is a Blade show. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, never heard of it.
Yeah, with this, I think he's a sports dude who made it into the movie thing. And this
Okay.
is like one of his first. No, he might even be a rapper. I haven't seen any of the episodes.
Just
at all.
yawned.
Yes,
Not excited about this
No.
at all.
but we're not watching that show. All right, let's stop babbling. We've done the homework. So, the Blade trilogy, with us focusing in on the third Blade movie that we're going to be watching next week and roasting the fuck out of.
Yeah, so we'll watch all of them
Yeah.
and then ending it here in the studio with the third one.
Yes. And I think they are maybe on Netflix.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that we should have checked that.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it on YouTube. Fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, you could definitely rent it.
Oh, yeah, you can rent it. I'll rent it somewhere.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I'm sure even like the
You could
3
probably-
movie
yeah.
pack will probably set you back $10 or something. I'm sure it's not that expensive anymore.
Let's see. Yeah, you can rent Blade on YouTube.
Oh yeah, fuck, I have
Not
all
a
of them
problem.
on DVD. What the fuck?
You
So-
could probably just... Yeah. Blade, Blood Hunt. Yeah, they're all on YouTube. Okay, maybe not the third one, but the rest of them.
Cool.
So just watch any of them. They're all shit.
Yeah. They're all shit.
Yeah, no, but I think the first one actually, maybe story-wise, will hold
yeah.
a little.
I hope.
And then the effects.
In the second one, I remember the fights being a lot cooler.
I
But
don't remember the second one.
do you remember Hellboy 2,
Yeah.
The Golden Army? Do you
Yeah.
remember Prince Nuada?
Yeah, he was awesome.
He is like the main vampire guy in the second one.
Really?
And he's like this, he looks like a hobo vampire. You know, they have this
Yeah,
new,
with the... Oh, yeah, the bald one.
But
With the...
because I don't know if he's a good fighting dude. I don't remember seeing him in any fighting movies other than that.
Yeah.
But it looks like he could move and use weapons and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Like-
I remember him being in some cool fights in the second one, but I don't remember what the
I
second
just
one
heard
was
the
about.
second one.
Second one. Yeah,
Come
second
on,
one.
Blade.
Mondays.
Bomba Blade.
So cool fights in the second
Mum.
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 one. In the second one. So, yeah, that's all I remember.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, fuck it. Dude, I'm just...
Yeah, I'm so tired as well. So, wrapping this baby up
yes,
and throwing it in the ocean like you do with babies.
Splash.
Better bang, better bang.
Good night, people.
Yes, thank you for tuning in. Adam, this one is for you.
Yeah.
Up, and skadoosh.
Actually, the next one is for you. But yeah, up, and skadoosh.
What?
So this one is not for Adam. The second one is. Next one.
All the blades?
All the blades are for Adam.
Blade.
They